Hey there everyone! So, big news! Starlost Seas is moving to its own channel. We really appreciate all the support you guys have been giving the show, and so we wanted to move it to its own platform to have a home on. So what's this mean? Well, at the end of November, this series will be going unlisted on this channel, but you can click the card up in the top right corner to be taken to the new channel just for Starlost. So head over there, give the older episodes some love and hype to kick this channel off right. Thank you guys so much for the support you've been showing to the series, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. Well, the wait is over. Let's do it.
Are we ready?
Cryo.
Are we started?
Oh, he just said to go.
He literally just said to go, Cryo. He said, let's do it. Gonna kill you all.
You show up late, and now you don't start.
You were later than me. Welcome to Starlost Seas. How's everyone doing this week?
Good.
Pulse, you planned this.
Just
You
for
planned
once.
this.
For one time.
I'm done.
For
Never
one.
again. I'm not doing it ever again.
He did it.
Look at what you
Pulse ruined it
did.
for the group.
Look at what you did.
Pulse ruined it for the group.
This is like a teacher's
And
punishment. It's like because this
solidarity.
one kid was talking, everybody misses out on recess.
Yeah. I'm gonna not wave as well in solidarity with Ian.
Take a stand.
I like the waves. Anyways, welcome back to Starlost.
Any wave.
Any waves.
Tidal wave.
Keep going.
My last week on
Be-
Starlost.
All right. Well, so last session, everyone was reeling from the death of Socrates and Shoes. Dolus and Lotus finally revealed their faces to the party as the shock overtook Dolus, and he just needed a breath of fresh air.
You're so
They
beautiful.
actually, as it turns out, have normal human faces.
Spoilers.
No, it's not.
It's not a
This is
spoiler.
It already happened.
It's not a spoiler.
Anyways, after their faces were revealed, Twig separated from the group to go back to the Church of Bahamut in Tiak. And there, he gave an impassioned speech to everyone present about how Shadestep kind of sucked, and they should all come join Twinktania for freedom and peace. And some of them actually listened, including a girl, a young bounty hunter girl named Hickory. No last name. That was discussed a lot. Sox's body was brought back to the harbor where he was taken aboard Illis's ship, wrapped. Lorelei took back her sword and took Sox's obsidian short sword. There was a lot of quiet, a lot of sad. Everyone was sort of dealing with things. Twink got a brand new crew for his brand new ship. Lorelei named the Vanwa Eladrin, means Starlost.
He said the name of the
Mara
thing
got-
and the thing.
Mara got very edgy, and no one let that fly for even a minute. Pretty much everyone just railed on him the moment he tried to get edgy and isolated. It was kind of funny.
I had one
Lorelei
moment.
got drunk. The crew got all set with all of the new people coming to join Twinktania. And then we set off. Have I missed anything key?
Tidal wave.
Yeah, there's another tidal wave
Mara
heading
cast
somewhere.
Another tidal wave off into the ocean to hit somewhere. Where we might not ever know.
We're not gonna get back to Twinktania, is all I'm saying.
All right.
All the characters that matter have seen Dolus and Lotus's faces.
It's true. Even
Not just
Eggles,
the
who
main
was
party.
a little taken aback.
And Lorelei and Walk.
It's true.
Did Harmon see?
He was like up in the watchtower when he got out onto the top deck. He probably saw. Oh no, he also went down, didn't he?
He was doing wheelies.
Yeah.
Harmon's somewhere. He probably. It's Harmon.
Harmon is everywhere and nowhere, and
Harmon
he
is
acts
God.
like it. Anyways,
Harmon is approaching you at an incredible speed, an hour away.
Harmon is in your house right now. Hide!
Armin is like one stop away.
Armin thinks you need more sugar in your cabinets.
Harmon
Anyway.
says your laundry smells nice.
All right. The session is starting. You guys are all pulling out of Tiak. Not far behind you is Matthias's ship also leaving, and then Illis's ship. You guys are heading the way as Lorelei and Eggold are pretty much the only two who really know how to get there. What would the party like to do as you rest on your ship, sailing generally southward? Twink is fishing! We're back!
It's been 10 sessions!
Been forever.
11!
Chill.
An indiscriminate number of sessions!
Lotus, if she sees Twink, will want to join him. Pronouns. Him in fishing.
He goes by him, her.
Oh, there you go. I like it.
Alright.
You just fishing? Did you steal any fishing rods?
I didn't steal any rods. I stole various assortment of other fishing items.
You stole baits and harpoons and that
And
sort of thing.
lines.
Yeah.
you
Are
know,
you just gonna be
bobbles
fishing with lines and bait, or are you gonna go wild?
No, we're gonna keep it simple.
All right. Roll
Did-
survival.
Did
I
we get a
never
long
picked
rest,
up-
by the way?
No, not yet.
You
we
haven't
just
yet.
left.
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, you're sitting down in your bed. It's like
Oh.
late afternoon.
You could
Hmm.
sleep if you wanted to.
It's,
Wait,
Yeah, that
Lotus
was the
Lotus
plan.
did say she was going to come fish with you. So roll with advantage.
Yeah, does not matter.
What'd you get?
An 8.
It's an 8. The fish aren't
It's
biting
rough
all
water.
that
It's
much.
rough water. The sea just froze over. I can understand.
Yeah. Exactly. It's cold. All the fish have gone to hide away.
Fingers
multiple
too numb to feel the
multiple
line.
tidal waves have become a problem here.
I'm an angler nonetheless. I shall persist.
You get two. You get 2 solid large fish. Nothing else really noteworthy. Dolus.
Mr. DM, I'd like to read another chapter of Raiden's notebook.
Hey.
Alright, everybody sit back, relax. It's story time.
You open the journal.
Okay.
You
What entry is
flip
this?
to the next page. Wouldn't this be entry 4?
I mean, I don't know. You're the notebook.
Yeah, you're the DM. Shouldn't
That's
you
right.
know?
Oh, you guys are calling me out. Let me count.
Go check Ray's notes.
I am cross-referencing Ray's and mine. Thank you.
Can't cross-reference these.
I can't. Ugh. This is the 5th entry. I'm fairly certain. 'Cause you had
Okay.
those. You had the first one you ran. The second one. No, this is 4. This is the 4th one.
Okay.
Okay. So entry 4. I like how Ian's like, is it? Get the eyebrow up.
I need you to go back through all the sessions, and I need you to post right now and edit in this video.
Time out. Let's go through all the sessions.
What actual entry it is? Now, not right now. We'll do it later. This is post. Continue, Cryo.
I'm gonna go bet on 4 unless I've missed one in my notes. Anyways, entry 4.
Audience, you do it. I'm lazy.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, the last entry, Raiden was talking about a girl who was part of this merchant party that he was traveling with. In this one, he talks a lot more about her. The two of them apparently sit down the back of the ship, looking out at the waves behind them. The first time it ever happened is because she found him there throwing up over the back of the boat. And she started giving him tips and tricks on how not to get seasick and how to sort of just settle his stomach and relax. And then they
Does
started
he
talking
write
about
in
life.
there about the methods?
The methods to not get seasick,
Yeah.
he does not specify.
Okay. Continue.
He does specify, however, that none of them have really worked for him yet,
Okay.
which is probably why he doesn't specify. He doesn't really feel the need to save it. And so, he talks a lot about her. Apparently, she was just this absolutely breathtaking woman.
Does he mention
Really?
a name?
He does not mention a name. He talks about how her hair is like an auburn sky.
What
Talks
color is
about-
auburn?
It's like a reddish brown.
I was like, I think it's a redhead. Or brunette.
He
Okay,
talks
okay.
about the way her voice sounds echoing against the waves. And then he talks about how maybe he's just, going a little crazy because this is the first woman he's ever met that wasn't from his hometown. But he doesn't know. And he's not sure. But for the time being, he's just going to enjoy the trip. He's probably still a few weeks away from his destination, so he thinks he'll make a good time. And that is entry 4.
Thank you.
Woo! You did it. Now that that's out of the way.
Twink,
Right?
I realized something.
What's that?
I left my spear in that other dimension.
You've got like 4 spears.
Yeah, but that was my fishing or it was going to be my fishing spear.
So make
But
one of the
then-
others the fishing spear.
I'm just sad that I threw it at the thingy and then I never picked
You
it
didn't
back
get
up.
anywhere close with it.
Listen,
It's in the middle.
it
You were
wasn't
nowhere close with that spear.
there was an attempt. Okay.
Sometimes trying isn't enough.
Hey, Lotus, can you make an
Also-
intelligence check? Four? Pain. Okay, that's all.
I never picked it back up. Pretty sure I did.
Did you pick up your lightning javelin?
Yes.
Lotus. Oh, you didn't. You hit the astral shade with a lightning bolt, and then you never picked up the javelin.
Hey, Twink, can we go back?
Yeah, no, that's a no. No, we can't go back.
Kyle, how long have you known about this?
I was waiting for it all last session.
Well,
I specifically mentioned that I got jammed in the thing's body. You never went for it again.
just kind of assumed I would have picked it back up. It's fine.
Fine.
It's fine.
You have a
Fine.
gun lance.
It's- It's fine.
There's anger in that. It's fine. Anyway.
You know what'd be really cool?
What?
What if I enchanted your gun with that property?
The bzz.
Uh-huh.
But I'd
Obviously.
probably end up losing it again.
Well, that's a risk you're gonna have to take. It's up to you. I don't want to think about it.
What about you do it for this one? And she pulls up the obsidian spear.
No, you should use that one to fish with.
But it's made out of obsidian, Twink.
What's your point, Lotus?
That's a good question.
This is
I'll
the
wait.
best role play.
I'll wait.
Speaking of my gun glaive. So I was thinking of giving it a name. And I was going back and forth on it. I was like, maybe I should name it Raiden, because Raiden is really cool, and then the gun glaive is really cool. But then I met this person called Kyle, and he was also really cool. He made my new clothes. And then but then do you think
You want to name the gun Kyle?
No. I was giving it a bit of thought. Do you think it would be a good or a bad idea to name my gun glaive Socrates?
Probably a bad idea.
Oh, why?
I mean, it doesn't resemble Socrates in any way, shape, or form. The tool of death and destruction, and Socrates was Socrates.
He was like paper. That's
Well,
true.
you should name your journal after him.
Start pulling out the empty journals and like the sketchbook, and Archibald's sketchbook is like, which one?
Not Archibald's. That's Archibald's.
Okay.
One of the new ones you got.
She picks up is there one that has like a blue cover on it?
Are you asking me or Cryo?
I'm asking the DM.
Are birds colorblind? I don't know.
Are pigeons colorblind?
Yeah, one of them's got a blue. One of them's got a blue binding.
Okay, okay.
Muted.
I'll name this one Socrates. I'll name my gunblade Kyle. I think that's
You are not naming it Kyle.
I'm naming it Kyle.
You can call it Kyle, but that will not be its name.
Do you have a better name for it?
How often have you looked at your gun?
A few times.
He kind of points down towards the stock of it. He says, "There's just look real hard."
And squints at it.
You see etched into the side of it, it says Calamity's Edge.
That's cool.
Hey.
So I took the liberty. That's its real name. You can call it whatever you want, though, but that's the name of the gun.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna call it Kyle.
Okay.
Oh, hey, a fish!
Calamity's Edge.
Yep, that's a fish.
Two of you go about awkwardly fishing for the next hour or so, relaxing. The day is slowly drawing to a close.
Yeah, but
See.
you tried to name the gun Socrates.
It was sweet.
The
It
thought
was
that
sweet.
counts.
Who names journals people names?
Yeah,
Who
yeah, see,
named
that's where I
guns
was like,
people
who names a
names?
fucking book?
This is Charles. Like,
This water bottle, Maxwell.
okay,
I
but
was
that is
just
a
trying to
Lotus
find
thing.
something that made more sense than name after Socrates. And a book over a gun was definitely it.
You enjoy your fishing. You relax. Out on the horizon to the starboard is Shade Step, a few miles out because you're following the coastline southward. Hickory, what you doing?
She's propped against the railing near Lorelai, and she's just like, so where is Twinktania?
Twinktania is south of Shadestep, not significantly far south of Shadestep, maybe 2.5, 3 days sailing.
Okay, is it big?
The size of Twinktania will truly astound you. You will be shocked at the size of Twinktania.
Okay, how do you become friends with that king guy?
Matthias?
Yeah, him.
No, they were all in a conference together. A bunch of world leaders got together. Twink was invited, sort of.
You guys lived a weird, huh? Okay,
World leaders know other world leaders.
right.
I, myself, know many a world leader. As the Admiral of Twinktania, I spread my influence far and wide.
I've never seen any bounties from Twinktania.
Oh,
Do
we
they
don't
just-
put out bounties. No, we handle that ourselves.
Okay,
Trust me,
Huh.
anyone in Twinktania could kill you with a thought.
all right.
Especially him, and she points at Harmon, who's just doing wheelies back and forth across the deck still.
Who's that?
That's Harmon. He'll shoot you.
Why?
There's no if you do something he'll shoot you or like avoid this. No, he's gonna shoot you at some point. I want you to be ready for that.
Thank you for the warning.
You can thank me all you like.
And you, and she like cocks her head past Lorelei over to Eggold.
Eggold has his flask open. He goes, I run the fucking boat. He takes a swig.
Okay. Good for you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it should be.
You don't
Takes
seem
another swig.
too excited about it.
Look, kid. I got on a boat when I was 12. I've been on a boat pretty much ever since. I run boat.
Okay, well, Lorelei, if you need me, I'm gonna walk around and explore the ship a little bit. I never really got the chance. So, just call if you need me.
All right, go on. Have fun.
She...
If you see anything expensive, don't touch it.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't really...
I'll know.
I won't.
She might be.
And Hickory walks down through, like, walks across the top deck and makes a move to go down to the second level to explore.
Okay. You head down into the ship. You're met with the mid-level. It's set up the same as pretty much every ship you guys have been on. Like, forward is the sleeping quarters. You've been there already. Backwards is the galley. And then there's another set of stairs going down that you can see.
I want to go to the galley.
You can go right to the galley.
Dolus is in the galley.
Dolus is in the galley. You walk
That's
into
where
the
he's
galley.
reading.
Dolus is sitting, reading at one of the tables in the galley.
Is anybody else there? Just to take in full
Mara's sitting in his bed, and the two of them are chaining. So, yeah, no, it's pretty much just walk, and Dolus walks just going through all the cabinets, arranging things.
She walks down. She's like, "Hi, Dolus."
Dolus just kind of looks up from his book, looks back down, sighs a little. Hello, Hickory.
What you up to?
Just, some light reading. What have you been out making friends?
Well, Lorelei threatened to shoot me, and she told me Harmon might shoot me.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Eggold likes me.
Right, so you've been initiated.
Is that normal?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of book is it?
It's an old notebook of an old friend that I found. It was given to me. Well, no. I think Lotus found it, and I took it from her.
You took a book from your sister? Like, walk, just like leans out of a cabinet.
She has trouble reading the large words.
Oh, I see.
I retell the stories to her every night.
Aren't you two the sweetest?
Are we?
Well, yeah. He just goes back to what he's doing.
You know, my brother really loves, stories, especially those of like of heroes and stuff. Is that the kind of book? I'm not exactly.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call him a hero. For example, in this chapter, his heroics include vomiting off the side of a ship, or the back of a ship, and fawning over a woman.
Like she legitimately has that moment of just,
Truly an epic tale.
Your friend sounds like a real bang up guy.
Oh, he's amazing.
Okay. She just looks over and walk, and it's like, do you need help with dinner or anything? I cooked a lot
If
when I
you
was at home.
touch any of the instruments in this kitchen, I will cut you.
She just
You have
looks slow.
instruments in the kitchen.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Apparently, according to Walk, it is.
Walk
Yeah.
stares at Dolus, try to gauge whether he's joking or not.
100% serious question. And now that he can see his face, he can tell there is no sense of like jokingness. He's like, "You have instruments."
Instrument is another word for tool.
You have tools in the kitchen.
Utensils.
Cooking tools.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm sorry, sir. I won't ask again. I was just wanted to help.
All right.
Oh, okay. You know what? I think I'm
You
just
seem
gonna go
afraid.
Oh, don't
he's-
be afraid. No, we don't bite. Everything's fine around here. We're
Well,
friendly.
You don't bite, but you seem to shoot.
Lorelei bites.
Laura has been privy to bite. Only if she
she-
likes you, though. Yeah.
When she threatens that she'll shoot you, that's not a petty threat. She will shoot you if you do what she says she'll shoot you for. One time she said, "Nobody disturb me or else I'll shoot you," and then a man went and disturbed her and we heard him die.
I think I'm gonna go lay down.
At this point, just from the stairs, Lotus! And
I-
Lotus comes down.
I think
Is
that's
Lotus
a good
bringing the
idea.
fish that was fished to Walk?
Yeah, she has like one big fish in her hands.
What did I tell you about buckets? What did I tell you about buckets?
The fish is like,
Like,
like
grabs
slurp.
it, throws it into the cauldron.
Twink
Hello,
goes walking
Lotus.
down with just the last fish still on the line. He's just holding it
It's
up.
like the tail's like flicking the floor because he's got to hold it like all the way up. Monk's just
We
like,
got
That's a big fish.
it's a big fish. It's like a solid 3.5 footer.
It's a tuna.
Monk's just like, well, we'll be set on food.
Lovely.
Where's the tall one? Beard.
Being sulky.
Mm.
I heard your food would put him in good spirits, though.
Hey. I suppose I ought to get started on dinner then. He takes the fish from Twink, hook still in the mouth, and into the cauldron.
Can you? I need the hook. Can I get the hook?
His arm goes in the cauldron. You hear some finagling, and then just like a whole like chunk of fish head. Just hooks in there.
You're
I have that.
a real artist in the kitchen.
Fish.
Thank you.
Hickory's
He has
just
instruments.
looking between everything going on. It's like, hell of a
You.
chef.
Do you have any allergies?
I don't think so. I don't know. I kind of
we
grew
about
up.
to find out.
You never asked me if I had allergies.
You're a bird. He
What's an
reaches
And-
allergy?
starts grabbing things. Aarakocra are known to not be allergic to things. He starts going
Wait,
through
what's an allergy?
Why do you know that? I don't know
I
that.
know every single race's allergic content, their necessary nutritional content, and how best to avoid scurvy based on your body size.
What's
If
scurvy?
you knew all that, then why did you ask?
Well, see, because humans can have all sorts of allergies.
I grew up vegetarian.
Oh, I'm sorry. You won't be
I-
aging as vegetarian.
I've had meat since coming to the Empire.
I don't know if I would call what Wog makes meat, but
What I make
Definitely
is
fish based.
is what Wog?
exquisite.
Oh, is that the word?
Fish paste was also accurate. Anywho, he pulls out the potato masher thing. You all recognize it well except Hickory, and he just starts.
That didn't sink with the boat.
I keep it on me.
Did you need something, Lotus?
What's an allergy?
What's an allergy?
What's scurvy?
Oh boy.
I don't know what scurvy is, but an allergy is when your body reacts negatively to something that you breathe or eat or come across.
Like those poison berries?
Yes.
Like way back when?
I guess. No, those aren't. You weren't having an allergy to them. They were just poisonous.
What's the difference?
Well, so and then Dolus goes into like the logistics of explaining the difference between a poison and an allergy,
Explaining how an
for which
allergy-
Lotus is not following.
Way through, just like the look of excitement and wonder just becomes fucking bored.
Is everyone else listening to this lovely
Yeah,
drone?
I am super
yeah.
confused by this
Yeah.
entire interaction.
Everyone's just watching as Dolus tries his best to explain what an allergy is. Dolus, make an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm imagining this not going great.
That's a 13.
Okay, so you're getting all of the bullet points, but you're explaining it really directly and sort of glossing over everything. So you're like, an allergy is something that normally would be fine, but when you have it, it makes you like you clam up or you're gonna die or da 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 da. And Lotus, you're like, how is that any different than getting stabbed? Like you like knives are fine, but then they can hurt you. Like how does it? How
Everyone's
how's it any
allergic to
different?
knives.
As soon, like, at the end, Dolus kind of sees that she's, like, really not getting it, and this is going nowhere. He's like, but you don't have to worry about it. We aren't allergic to anything.
I told you, birds aren't allergic to stuff. And you just walks.
Just
cutting
forget
it up,
about it.
Walks cutting like an onion into huge chunks into the case.
Lotus, just tell him the name of your gun.
Oh, Dulles, I call this,
What the
Kyle.
hell is that thing?
it's my gun.
Did you say Kyle?
Yeah.
Did you say you gave her a gun? Walks
Wait.
I
by.
wouldn't call that a gun.
Oh no, it's
What?
definitely a gun.
It's also called Kyle.
Why is it called Kyle?
Okay, that's
I
not the
met
actual
this-
name of the gun, but
No,
she
it's
calls it
Kyle.
Kyle.
Who gave
It
the 2-year-old
no,
a gun?
it's Kyle.
Why Kyle?
There was this really nice. You know the clothes that I got that I showed you. The person who fitted me, and he also sold me hats. His name is Kyle.
You
like my
named your
wings.
gun after a tailor.
Yeah,
It's not the name of the gun.
What
It's
is the
Kyle.
name of the gun?
it's Kyle.
Twink?
It's she calls it Kyle, but the name of the gun is Calamity's Edge.
It's Kyle.
That's awesome.
So, you, upon hearing the name Calamity's Edge, decided Kyle would be
Well,
better
she
fitting.
decided Kyle.
No, I'm
before that.
talking to Lotus.
No, but I'm
Oh, yeah.
butting in.
So, you decided Kyle is a better name.
I couldn't read Twink's handwriting, so I didn't know those little letters.
But after learning, you've still chosen to call it Kyle.
She originally
Yeah.
wanted to call it Socrates.
Oh.
Well, I was
Yes.
thinking Raiden first, and then Kyle, and then Socrates.
And then you went back to Kyle.
Yeah,
And then I went back to Kyle.
I think stick with Kyle if those are the only options. If Calamity's Edge is not to your fitting, I guess Kyle works.
No, the name of the gun is Calamity's Edge. It doesn't
na-
change.
The
On
name of the gun is a mistake. Who gave the gun? Who
Walk,
gave?
shut the fuck up.
Okay,
You want to
well,
hold it, Hickory?
Sure.
You want to shoot it?
Go ahead, hold Kyle.
I don't like how you put that. She takes she takes the gun. It's just just inspects the damn thing.
It's a strange shape. It's almost the length of a glaive, like maybe a foot shorter. And it's got a barrel like a long rifle. And it's got all of the necessary reloading features you'd expect of like a musket. And then the bottom's sort of shaped interestingly, almost like a stock. It's a very uncomfortable but intricately done blending of the two.
Lotus, how do you hold this thing?
Hold it. And then she shows her how she holds it.
Is there proper gun safety?
Where are you
points it
aiming
right
at?
her.
Who's it pointed at?
It's pointed at Hickory.
Hickory, you have
Hey!
your-
Bolus gets up and
Listen!
like starts like pushing the barrel down.
I thought that would have been pretty interesting.
Too
I
interesting
all the
for
threats
today.
of shooting me on my first day on the boat.
Oh, you get used to it.
Armin shot me, and then I caught it. Yeah.
Yeah, she does that.
Do you want to try? Do you want to try?
Please stop
Do not-
pointing it at me.
Do not shoot that at her. It's different than a regular bullet.
Bolus
Noted.
lowers the barrel again. Keeps lowering it slightly.
He keeps raising it because it keeps getting pointed at him.
Teeter tottering back and forth.
Hickory, the one with any brain cells, pushes it away, like pushes it to the left to a point away from all of them. She's just like, it's very neat.
Neat.
I haven't
What do
seen
you have
it
to
in
say
action.
about my creation?
I haven't seen it in action.
You know how long I spent on that?
Do you
No.
want to see it in action?
No.
Yep, it's time
I
to go
don't think
shoot
we
it.
need
Let's
to
go.
see.
Up, everyone to the
Wait,
deck.
Why? Where? What are you going to use it on?
You'll see.
I'd rather not. Okay.
Hickory
Just
like
follows
haste.
after.
Hickory like carefully pulls the shield from her back.
God. The walk just has like a big flask as you're all walking out and goes, dinner will be ready in like an hour. And he like takes a swig from it and holds up a match and just to the bottom of the cauldron.
That's awesome. I like that.
And you guys go up on top deck.
Go up on
Cool.
top deck.
You go up and all of the new crew is slowly getting acquainted with the very goings on of the ship. They're all pulling the ropes, making sure everything's set and settled.
Is there
Moreline
a
Angler
bird flying?
overseeing. You want to make a perception check for if you
I
can see a
do.
good bird?
I do.
Go right ahead. With advantage. Because
Yeah.
Lotus.
That's an 18.
There's some seagulls not so far off.
Oh.
Yes, there are.
They're like, definitely not within range yet, but if the ship adjusted a little, they could be.
I start taking some of the bait from the shop, the fish chunks, and
Oh.
chunking it in the water.
Oh, God.
Then I wait.
And it works.
So do you guys have like, while Twink is doing that, she's not really paying attention. She's like, so do you guys have like a training dummy or something?
No, which is why I'm very interested to see what we're shooting today.
A couple of seagulls are flying over now as fish are starting to nab at the bait, and the seagulls are nabbing at the bait. And it's just a general little cluster.
I'm holding myself over the ledge. And I think,
The ship's kind of going by, so they're moving along, like Twink threw it sort of
Okay.
forward. Yeah.
you should be close enough now. Let's go for it.
Go for what?
And and I shoot.
And I fired. Make
Dolus,
that
right
make
before
your
she
dex
does-
check.
Right before she shoots it, Dolus kind of looks over as Twink is like, right now, and then he's just like, oh.
Six. That is a 12.
12 is a success. You pull the
Yeah.
trigger, and it fires, and it's a good point to remind everyone that it functions kind of like a shotgun, because the bullet
They're getting tore up.
immediately just separates, and there's like 3 or 4 seagulls and like 5 or 6 fish, all of them just like vaporized by this blast down into the water.
Nice shot.
There's like one bird that's like fucked up and like in the water now, thrashing.
I'm gonna lightning lash at it. Use lightning lure on it.
Go right ahead. I'm just gonna say it works. You just
Cool.
you just watch as like
a
this bird.
17 anymore.
This bird's like flipping and flapping in pain, and then just it just gets electrocuted.
I also pull it back to me.
Okay, yeah, no, you
Is it safe to go get it?
well, just a seagull just flies up onto the railing, totally dead.
Can I perception to see if I hear all this shit going on?
Just the shotgun blast.
Yes,
gunshot?
you
Yeah.
Yeah,
can.
gunshot on a wooden boat. I think you'll be
Like, Jesus
okay.
fucking Christ.
Yeah.
20.
But you totally heard the gunshot, followed immediately by a strange electrical sound.
And a
Head
very
back
loud,
up.
high-pitched, "Oh my god!"
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading up then.
All right.
Well,
What
let's
does
give Lotus a head
Mara
start.
step out to witness in the 30 seconds after this shotgun blast?
Lotus, did you go
Dolus
get the fish? Did you go get them? The
I
birds and
wanted.
stuff?
I want to go get them.
Yep,
I
you
asked
could- you're-
Twink if I could go get them, if it's safe to do so.
Oh,
The, like,
I would have said
vape
yes.
light.
Yep. Yeah, so you come up to Hickory freaking out a little while Twink is going. What are you doing with the seagull?
I'm just holding it by its feet because it's dead. She's kind of
Yeah.
hanging down.
Dolus, what are you
Just
doing?
waiting.
Dolus waits for Lotus to get back on the ship and he
So,
gives
yeah.
her a head pat.
You come up and you just see like Lotus doing little like flying around, picking stuff up with her talons, as Twink is holding an upside down seagull. And then Lotus lands with her gun and just a talon full of fish and seagull.
Ta-da!
All right, let's get these to walk.
What are you? What's happening? I heard banging and
Fishing.
Oh, Mar, meet
Oh.
Kyle.
Not Kyle.
Ooh. I'm gonna like look
Kyle.
around.
The gun.
Oh.
All right.
Uh,
if you don't
pretty
call it the
name.
right thing when you introduce people to it, I won't make you anything else again.
Okay.
You introduce it, say this is Calamity's Edge, but I call it Kyle. Say repeat after me.
This is pomegranate.
You know that face with the cat, and there's a knife pointed at the cat. Lotus.
Let's hear it.
Dolus is gonna stand right behind Lotus, and he's like, "Lotus, look at me."
Hi.
Turn around, and kind of like crouches down. He's like, "Say what Twink told you to say," and then Dolus is gonna use minor illusion to make a sound of Lotus saying what he wanted her to say.
Yeah. What's the check on that? Is it investigation?
Is there a check on it? I don't.
Yeah, to see if,
Intelligence.
intelligence.
I
Yeah,
think it's just straight
Yep.
intelligence.
Just
Yeah,
straight
what-
intelligence.
So what's the DC on that?
my spell DC.
14.
So 14.
Yeah, I rolled a 23.
Oh, yikes!
I got a
So,
+7 to that.
Dolus,
so-
something you hadn't considered in that moment as you thought this whole plan through, you were really ready and clever as Twig kind of like adjusted himself to be where he could see both of you. You didn't think about the fact that you're not wearing your fucking masks anymore.
Mhm.
So his mouth doesn't move as her voice says, Calamity's Edge, but I call it Kyle.
Dolus looks to Twink fully confident. He's like, "There you go."
Hickory is behind them, just flabbergasted.
I tell you what.
Yes.
That didn't work.
What
But
do you mean?
if Dolus does that every time, I'm okay with it.
I don't understand. What am I doing every time?
Really, you're doubling down on this.
Dolus has no idea he's been caught. He's like, yeah, I'm getting away with this.
I'm a
Easy peasy."
genius.
And then Tweak's gonna use minor illusion to say, have Dolus say, Lotus, say what you just said.
Dolus, upon hearing that, he's just like, oh. Right, I think I can do that. I can do it every time. Yes.
And then looks back at Lotus and goes, I'm still gonna make you say it one day.
Okay.
No, don't
Mara!
pay me like that, like it's okay.
Mara,
buddy,
it's
what's
good.
up?
It's good to see you up and about on your own terms.
I'm
Hello,
tired,
Mara.
man. Hi. I'm so tired. I've done so much today.
We haven't
Yeah.
even ate yet. It's not even dinner.
Can
Probably
we
why
eat,
he's tired.
Aaron?
Well, Locke is making food, so
Walk is making what Walk calls food. I can make you one more dinner roll if you'd like.
You can make
I'm
food.
good.
I need
Yeah, and Dolus just opens his hand and there's just a dinner
roll.
Lotus is gonna start hopping with her one foot that doesn't have the
Doesn't.
fish in them towards the galley.
yep.
Wait, Lotus.
Ah,
Okay, you know that thing I drew in your book,
yeah,
your art book?
yeah.
Can I have the page?
Picks up the sketchbook, throws it over to Mara.
I love that you're doing all this on one foot.
She's a monk,
She
dude.
can fly.
She's
literally a
she's
bird.
she's got the dex. I'm not worried about it. But yeah, you're on the I will say though, as you get to the stairs, can you
Like-
make a dex check for me?
Should I? Do you want help with that? Like,
Yes, and she falls down the stairs.
You just see and she falls down the stairs.
Lotus,
shit.
just do you want help with that? She just yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
well, I mean, you're already at the bottom of the steps now. You may as well take it the rest of the way.
Dolus
Yeah.
runs after her.
Do you want
Throws
me
the
to
dinner
fix
roll
that?
to Hickory. Dolus throws the dinner roll at Hickory and runs down the stairs to help her.
She catches it and walks to the top of the stairs. Do you want me to fix that, Lotus? I actually don't know if your legs are supposed to bend that way.
Yes.
They are.
Okay.
And you get helped up. Galley's only a quick hop and a skip now.
Literally.
You come in with a claw full of fish and seagull.
I got more food.
What the what?
I
We
shot
tested
things.
the gun.
Walk pulls out a bucket and is just like, here,
See,
You
I
don't
told
have to
it's
mash it
missing.
now.
that's lunch for tomorrow. Slides the bucket into a cabinet.
Did we stock up on ice before we left?
No.
Well, we really should have. Everything was frozen.
Fuck.
It is still
You guys-
pretty cold outside.
I can help with that.
Can you?
Yeah.
Well.
I'll proceed to grab some ocean water, shape it, use shape water, and then ice it.
So yeah, he just watches out one of the portholes. Mara just kind of reaches his arms and just pulls in this stream of water into this big cube, and then just ding, 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 just a big ice cube on the floor.
I
And a bunch of salt just kind of
Yeah.
falls to the ground around it.
I did
Your
that
job,
once.
your job on the boat is now to do this every day.
Make ice?
Correct. You must make sure that we have enough ice every day.
How much ice do we need?
That's a better question for Walk than it is for me.
Oh, God. Walk?
That's way more ice than I will need in months.
Why don't we just
Alright.
It melts.
build something to keep that ice cold?
I have an ice box, it just doesn't have ice in it.
Oh,
Do we want salty ice, though? Do we have any fresh water?
You can make water.
All right, Combine with me.
The salt doesn't matter, so it's for preserving. It's not
Combine.
no, it's
Water.
Dolus starts just fauceting out a little bit of water.
You properly faucet out water. Mara just slowly is making a ball of ice out of it. Twink,
Alright,
you're
that's
very
actually-
exasperated.
That's actually pretty cool, actually. Now that I look at it, you're pitching it and freezing it, and that's okay. That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
You are too excited about it, though. You gotta stop.
You make like
Oh no!
Mara, you're way more chipper than you were an hour ago.
He likes dumb shit.
you took a nap.
Okay.
You ever had someone die in front of you?
Have
Great
I?
question.
I've killed people. Wait, yes, I
Yeah,
have.
I was
I've
about to
killed
say.
people.
Oh,
Yeah.
What about a friend? Or an end? I don't know.
Slowly, as he starts asking this, the water stops trickling. He's just like,
still trying to freeze it.
spitting this
I'm
like
just, like,
ball
so-
of ice.
So into this
He's
conversation.
spitting a ball of
now.
ice as he looks at you like, you ever had a friend die in front of you?
Dolus starts backing away slowly.
No, I can't say I have.
Lotus in the corner reloading her gun.
Maybe ever like, confront someone you haven't seen a really fucking long time that you fucking hate? Right before that too? Oh,
I don't really hate people. We were all
I'm
pretty.
sorry.
Oh, it won't
Nice
take
nice
long.
home.
Yeah. Here's some ice,
Mara,
by
are
the
you
way.
okay?
No, I'm not. I need.
Walk just takes the ball of ice really uncomfortably and puts it in that bucket with the fish things and puts it in the ice box.
Dolus kind of just pats Mara on the back.
Have a hug, man. What a day,
Dolus
dude.
gives Mara a hug.
Oh,
Lotus joins in on the hug, but it's more
Aw.
like she was like a few meters away, so it's a running start. So they kind of shift
Tackle.
over
It's
a
a
little
tackle.
Tackles in, Dolus is like,
a little stagger.
I'm not joining. I'm not joining.
Fuck
we
you,
didn't
come here.
ask you to.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
I'll
do the ice thing again
Waste.
tomorrow.
It'd be awkward. No.
Do more ice things.
You're gonna do more ice things because it's now your job on the boat. Like
Maybe
that's
I
your
don't
job.
want to anymore.
Then you can get off the boat.
Walk comes
Okay.
over. Walk comes over and just hugs you all and lives.
Yeah,
Like,
see, I wouldn't even have been included in that. He lifted above
Hickory's
your
just
shoulders.
standing
like,
next to Twink, just watching with his look of awe.
And then Walk just drops.
That was more hug than I signed up for.
Oh, I kind of needed that. That felt good.
That looks dangerous. He looks very strong.
Oh, that went good with that. You remember that yoga we did?
Oh god.
Oh yeah, they fucking did
Oh,
yoga.
yes.
I don't remember yoga.
Oh, it's easy.
Oh.
It's just like.
It was when you came downstairs and you were like, everything is really weird, and then you ran back up the stairs.
That's what you were doing?
Yes.
Oh, that's a relief.
It's
What?
quite relieving.
What did you think we were doing?
Nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you guys happen to have wine on this ship?
Did you bring wine with you?
No.
Then no.
Oh.
I bet we could find some.
I have bread and water. Well,
I bet we could find some.
Hey, Lotus.
Yeah.
Go to Matthias' ship and see if they got wine.
Okay. And she
wow.
runs off.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You run upstairs,
Sure.
and like a solid mile and a half behind you, you can see the lights on Matthias' ship as the sun kind of starts to set or turning on.
Can I fly that? Hmm.
I mean, you flying to there it will be pretty easy because it's also heading at you, but flying back is gonna be the hard part.
But will Lotus consider that?
No.
far did we say that Aarakocra can fly for?
Oh, like many miles. Many miles.
Lotus can fly that.
And technically, the distance it looks. Oh, you wouldn't know this, though. But the distance it looks is not the distance you'd fly, because it would reach you at the same time.
Lotus goes.
Okay.
If a train
Lotus.
leaves a station in Seattle,
Lotus spreads her wings, takes to the air, and it's like a solid, like it's out there, a little ways
As
into
soon
the
as she takes
horizon.
off and leaves, I go, oh, I should have gave her the bag.
Should I
What
help
bag?
her?
What bag?
My bag of holding.
Why?
Oh, I can take it to her.
There you go.
Dolus takes the bag, and then he's gonna go run up and take off after her.
Wait.
Do
Yes.
not dump it out.
Dump what out?
The bag. Don't dump the bag out.
Oh, I didn't plan on it.
I'm just saying, don't let it get dumped out.
Okay. Mara, what did you need?
I'm gonna touch his shoulder. Enhance ability. Give him cat's grace.
Ooh.
Is it
What
speed?
is
speed.
It's
Dex.
advantage on dex checks, and they don't take damage from falling
Oh,
20 feet or less.
cool.
You take off.
Do I feel that I've been...
You feel lighter. You feel a little more spry.
What was that?
Those old bird bones aren't hurting anymore.
Those 8-year-old
Your
bones.
arthritis ain't bothering you so much right now. Granny's got arthritis.
Granny's got arthritis. He just like... To Dolus, like Mara just like touched his shoulder, and then he kind of feels a little bit lighter. He's just like, "Oh, okay." Thank you, I think.
You're welcome.
And he's gonna take off after Lotus.
All right. Lotus, you flew away like a minute ago now. So you're already like a solid few hundred feet away from the boat. Even further than you expected because it's away from you. So Dolus, you run up to the top. Lotus is like a speck kind of flying away in the distance towards Matthias's ship. You're gonna have to catch up.
I mean, I'm gonna go
Just take off.
full
Okay.
speed.
I think what's the worst thing that happens? A sea serpent shows up halfway in the middle of the two of you. You're alone.
Two sea
What's the
serpents
worst
show
that
up.
happens?
When has that ever happened?
Yeah, what's the
Roll
worst
initiative.
that
Yeah, what are
happens?
the odds?
Yeah, you take off. Both of you are flying. Dolus, you're not really gaining any headway. Partway along, you're like, she's faster than me. It processes for you. You're kind of just like in your brain, you're like, I'm not getting to her before she gets to Matthias's boat.
That's fine.
And then you accept it. You both sail along, and you, Lotus, you make it there. You come flying, zooming along way faster than you expect because you're not taking into account at all the fact that the boat is coming at you. So you swoop past once too fast to really land. And like the whole crew sees you and they're all just like, ah!
I went and just ta-da! Hi. Where is Matthias?
And one of them like points up towards the captain's cabin.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna go.
All right, you go up. You go up.
On the way, I'm gonna. You know how like people put like a mask like right here?
On the side, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my Raiden's helmet thing.
The
right
Raiden mask there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
march your way up the stairs, adjusting your mask. You go up to the door, give it a quick knock. There's a bunch of muttering on the other side, and then as you're still knocking, the door just opens, and it's that elf woman from before. And she's just like, "What do you? Oh,
Hi.
Well, Matthias, it's for you." And she like steps back. Door open. Matthias is like sitting in a chair in front of like his navigator table and goes, "Ah, bird girl. You bring news from Twinktania.
Twinktania wants wine. Do you have wine?
Twinktania wants wine.
Nah, we have wine.
Can I take some?
Can you take some? He's quite heavy.
Oh, that's what you mean. I thought you were doing like a can you go to the washroom type of thing.
No,
Raiden
you
is
you
probably-
can't. I will allow you to take wine. Just can you take wine?
Probably.
Probably.
Okay. Well. He like gets up and he's like, oh. Delilah, stay. I will help Bird. Go over notes. And he like walks past the woman. She goes back to whatever they were doing at the navigator table as he walks out. And then right around then, Dolus, you're zooming up on the ship.
Do I get an applause when I land?
Everyone sees you flying and they're just like, hey! You land. It's a little less excited since they just saw her fly up.
Dole's just like, hello, where is the other bird?
And they point, and right then Matthias and her are coming out to the top of the stairs, like down to the main center.
Lotus.
Hi, Dolus. Wait, Dolus?
Twink sent me with this, and he holds up the bag of holding.
Oh, a bag. I see. What?
It's it's to help carry the wine.
Oh, okay.
These small
Hello,
bags
Matthias.
for the wine. Hello!
It is a magical bag.
His bag of holding. I see. Come. Goes to the
Okay.
door. His ship has like a full. It looks like it's significantly more kitted for battle than any of the ships you've been on. Almost like a proper warship. So there's no stairs that you see at first. So Matthias reaches down and grabs a big metal ring, and pulls open this big hatch, and then there are the stairs heading downward.
Oh.
After Bird.
Which one?
Between you. Choose.
Dolus points down for Lotus to go ahead.
I skipped down.
Okay, you go down. It's another holds. Matthias follows you down. He walks over to a bunch of barrels in one corner and goes, boom. This good wine. Yubua, grown on beautiful mountainside. Crushed by the feet of most beautiful, boisterous women.
Oh, okay. But do you have any smaller containers?
No.
All right. Do you have any containers on hand that we can use to fill with wine?
Maybe. And he goes back, and you hear a bunch of rummaging in the back of the cargo hold. And he comes back with a much smaller barrel. And he goes, better with me. He clinks the top off, and he just drains a bunch of gunpowder out of it. This is all we have.
Okay. Can I wash that, please?
Of course. Hands it
I'm
to
gonna
you.
wash it out with the
With your fresh water.
With the remainder of my fresh water, I'm gonna wash out the barrel.
You spray out the inside of the barrel, give it a couple rinses. And it's solid. It seems solidly clean. That's like, he's good. He's waterproof. He's not
Okay.
fireproof.
Okay. I assume because it's a
Never
wooden
mind.
barrel. What did you say, right?
Neither am I.
Oh.
Matthias kind of
Okay.
like kicks the gunpowder out so that it spreads out and isn't just one big pile of gunpowder.
I don't know if that's a good idea, but
He's fine.
it's
We'll-
your ship.
we will mop up later.
Okay. So I'm gonna
You
Ha-
fill it up with wine. It's a very it's a very pungent red wine as he opens the top of this big barrel.
How big is the small barrel?
The small barrel, it's like, you ever have those coolers, like the 5-gallon coolers that you could
Yeah.
like hug, but you couldn't just carry one-handed? It's like that.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And so, how heavy is it?
As you fill it up, it's gonna be like solid like 15, 20 pounds.
Okay.
Like it's heavy, but it's not anything that you're not gonna be able to lift. It's just like, whoo. Okay.
I don't know exactly what I was supposed to do with this. And Dolus is just like holding the bag of holding. He's just like, I don't know exactly how to use this for this
Matthias goes,
purpose.
puts the lid back on the gunpowder one. He makes sure it's really sealed tight. He goes, hold the bag. Hold the bag.
How big is this bag of holding?
It's big. It spreads open. They're like solid. They're like backpack size kind of
I
things.
didn't. Oh, I didn't know it was that big. I thought it was just like a little
Yeah, they're
hand
like big.
pouch.
You thought it was
They're
like a
big
dice
things.
pouch? Like,
Yeah, I
like
thought it
this
was
big?
like that big. That's what.
No,
that's how
it's
big I
it's
thought
kind
it
of like
was.
imagine like a cinch bag, like a book bag,
Okay,
cinch bag
okay.
kind of
It
thing.
opens
So
up
that
to
general
like
size.
2 feet.
It could
That's-
open
that's how
even
big it is.
wider than it looks because it's
Oh,
magic.
okay. All right. Well,
Magic.
I opened it up then.
You open it and it keeps opening more and more, and you're like, oh, and the moment it gets big enough, Matthias just boom into the bag.
Dunked it.
Just totally dunks it. Then just
Come
like,
on and slam.
there you.
Thank you, Matthias. Kind of like closes it back.
Twink will know how to get out of the bag.
Okay.
Do of you need anything else before you go?
Do you need anything, Lotus? I was expecting that to be a quick no, but I suppose maybe there is something we need.
Tell me of your needs.
I'm gonna look through my bag for the Oni mask. Is there enough room to have like a small flight?
Like to fly?
Like so that I could. How tall is Matthias?
Matthias is like 6'2".
Oh.
I could jump that.
You could. There's also a lot of barrels and crates.
Lotus
Parkour.
is gonna. She wants to. The way that her mask is currently, I
Yeah,
want to
she's gonna
put the
slap
Oni
that
mask.
Make a dex check.
Just slap Matthias.
You slapped
might.
the king of a country. What?
15.
15. You jump up and you go to smack this on him, and he like odd instinct kind of is just like, whoa. And he like takes a step back and kind of catches you. And you put the thing on, and he's just like, he sets you down. What?
Does it look good?
Yes.
Okay, that's all.
I appreciate gifts.
Okay.
Go.
Do you have any food that isn't fish, by chance?
They have jerky.
I'll,
Oh, Twink would like that.
would he?
Twink probably.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I
As
think he would
is.
like anything that isn't woks. Can we have a little bit of jerky?
Goes to another crate, opens it up, he grabs a bag, he hands it to you.
I'll put it in the bag of holding. Thank you, Matthias, truly.
Of course. You are going to show us Twinktania. I am happy to extend courtesy, show you a bit of Yubo grace.
Yes, I can't wait for you to get the tour of Twinktania. Right, Lotus, let's be off now.
Yay.
Matthias walks up to you to top deck, and then you just take off and fly. And you're flying back towards the other ship, and you're flying, and you're starting to feel a little tired. It's been a really long day. And you're like a third of the way when you're pretty sure you flew this same amount of time before and made it to Matthias's ship. And then you keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and eventually you're like 2/3 of the way, and you're so tired. You're so tired. Why is it so far away? Why is it so far away? And then finally, you get there.
After
And you
how
both
long?
land. It's gonna take you a solid 45 minutes.
Can we do a meanwhile?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, may as well.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing for the hour or so the birds are gone?
I'm just sitting there looking at Hickory, and I'm like, so you're a bounty hunter? Yeah. The highest bounty you've ever collected?
Cry.
Around 2K.
About 2,000?
Was that dead or alive?
Either or.
Can you find someone?
Theoretically.
Hmm.
You still have that gold? What'd you spend it on?
We just tend to spend.
That's a lot of gold to spend.
Some of it we just gave back to the guild to help out a little bit.
That's stupid.
We don't really need it.
Then why would you bounty hunt if you don't need it?
Well, I do it because I want to make the world a better place.
Who says who is or isn't a good person?
You've got a good point. We reject a lot of bounties too. We get some, and then we realized, especially ever since the unreliables came a thing, we turn away a lot of bounties. We'll find them, and we'll realize that the Empire just wanted them because they were unreliables, and so we'll turn them away, give them a little bit, give them a little bit of money to hide away with, and move on.
Wait, who's we?
Well, it was me and my brother, but we got a little separated after everything that happened in Tiak.
How long has it been?
Whenever
You
you're
got teleported away. You got teleported away with the rest of them.
yeah.
It was literally this morning.
Hmm.
So that's a lot of the reason I'm here too. Twink said he'll find the people who went missing. So if I can help out with that, then
You
That'd be
don't have
quite
any
the
money.
journey.
Any money at all.
I wouldn't say that.
So you do need it.
We keep it on us. We got in trouble a little bit when we first came to the Empire. It's just a misunderstanding, really. Okay, so in Iceholm, it functions a little differently than you guys do. It's a lot of favors and bartering and wealth is kind of shared.
You
So when
live
we
in
came,
huts too? Sticks and mud?
no, actually, we built a whole thermal thermal plant from based on
With
the magic
what
from
money?
the. We built it
Yes.
with materials we found in the artificers of our town.
How long did that take?
That's actually a good question. Nobody actually knows when Iceholm popped up.
Yeah, because it took fucking forever.
I guess.
With money, you could have built it in a year.
I guess so, but I don't see any of you guys using it.
Oh, you fucking wait. Where's this at? Where's your little town at?
The Southern Wastes.
Nah. Yep. I'm making a note of that one.
Twink the capitalist.
Why?
Because I'm gonna make it to Inktania.
I wouldn't recommend that.
I don't really care what you'd recommend.
We don't really like to get in fights. It's why we.
well, That makes it easy.
Well, just because we don't like to doesn't mean we're not good at it.
We'll see about that. All I heard is you have a thermal plant that could supply energy, and I want it.
You know that we could just help you, right?
Right?
No
I never
cost
said
for-
how it would become mine.
Okay, but it really sounds like, like kind of a command and conquer type of situation.
I'm leaving the option open for that.
Mara, are you just sitting here watching this back and forth happen?
Like, I'm snickering over here. Not even like trying to hide it.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like we just kind of stay out of the way. And nobody really bothers us because we don't bother them. That's why I offered to help Lorelai help you make her a new shower. My mom made it, so.
You did what?
Well, yeah, she. Did I? Wait, shit.
You did.
Okay. She was. I
Alright.
know the design of those showers. My mom used to make them.
Right. I also know the design of those showers.
Well, then 2 people are better than 1.
Or you could do it while I don't.
Well, see, I'm only have good general idea, and I know where things tend to go, but I'm not so good at.
So you're not needed.
I guess not.
Don't ever sign me up for shit again.
Sorry.
Okay.
I guess I'll just go to bed.
No. You're gonna
Hang
start
out with
finding all
us.
the shit we need for the fucking shower you signed us up for.
Okay. I'll go check the stock room then. See if there's
You
anything
probably won't
there.
find it there. Because guess what? We just got this ship. It's brand new. There's no way we have the stuff to make that shower.
Okay. Then
I hope I'm wrong.
I'm gonna check just for posterity's sake. Hickory's gonna, a little dejected, head down to the storeroom.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That's what she
Hickory-
was supposed to feel.
Hickory walks
But
out
like
of that
legitimately
thing.
hurt. Like you hurt her a little bit.
Fucking Twink
so
out here.
bad.
Give
Like,
a fuck.
gaslight girl boss, let's go.
Gatekeep gaslight girl boss.
When Hickory walks away, I'm gonna have a little conversation with Twink. Well,
Man, fuck that bitch.
yeah, damn, dude.
What?
I can feel the hurt from here a little bit. Not gonna lie, but
sorry.
that aside,
What if she had signed you up for it? Huh? What if she said you have to sit there every time Lorelai's taking a shower and make your little water come out of it?
this is the first time I met her. Pretty much.
Yeah. Or some, and she signed me up to do shit? What the fuck was that?
Yeah, that's a little weird. Not gonna
It's
lie.
a little weird.
Little presumptuous.
A little bit.
Little
That's
bit.
why I had to cut it off there.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of respect it now that you like bring that up.
Right? Right? It's not like sometimes you have to be an asshole, but then like I'm not gonna be an asshole in the morning when we're doing the fucking shower. Well, you know what? I might still be an asshole. I'll be less of an asshole though.
I respect that. I want to talk to you about something though, by the way. I had I don't know, fun idea, but I had an idea. Expansion of Twig Tanya.
Let's hear it. I like where you're going with this.
All right. Have you ever
It's been like 3 days. I doubt I've thought of this.
doubt? Okay. So I, after our little perilous journey, have come across a fantastic spell.
Right? Continue.
You ever heard of erupting earth?
That sounds like a terrible thing for a country.
All right, but not in the middle of the country. All right, all right. Get this. Get this. All right. We erupted in the distance, and then we expand the land as far as we can go.
How big is this spell?
How big is this spell? Oh yeah, I would know probably.
You
This
would know.
motherfucker about to make like a Minecraft cobblestone farm.
I know.
right. So
You wouldn't really know. You just have a general like make an Arcana check.
all right.
Bitch, he
Fucking
would know if he knows
Minecraft
the
creative
spell. He
mode.
would know.
11.
Yeah, you're like,
Because I never used it though.
but you've used shape water, and so in your brain you're like, well, this is like a proper spell. It's a little stronger, maybe like, and you can't really think of anything. You just know probably more than 5 feet, probably
Why-
less than 100.
Less than 100.
That's your range. You're like,
Maybe a little less than 100, give or take.
Right. And do you have to be able to see the spot where you're making the ground erupt?
I guess why would I not see it though? I guess is the question.
The fucking ocean?
Yeah. I'll just erupt it from the bottom.
Do you have to see it?
You know, I haven't tested this. We can.
And it's not that's not very big. You know how long that would take?
It's expansion though.
Is it like how much magic do you need for that?
Ooh, lots of it. Like I'm probably gonna have to rest before I could do this.
This is like
Which I'll get some rest while we're there. I mean, I could test it on the ocean while we're actually like going. Because like it's gonna take how many days did you say? Like 3?
yeah, you should test that for sure because it sounds like a 15-year endeavor.
Possibly.
But if not, it's a great idea and I love the thought process.
I figured you would. You know.
I don't logistically see how that's going to work.
Erupt the earth, expansion.
Right.
We'll test it. We'll test it.
How many times a day do you think you could do it? Like, I don't know, once, twice,
Oh
3
god.
times, 4
Like
times, 5 times?
this is probably in like the arsenal of like I'm gonna need a lot of energy. Like I've produced a couple tidal waves. I can only assume it's somewhere around that. So 2 times probably.
Walk over on the side goes, if you get like 10 Maras and have each of them do that both times a day, what's that? Less than well, I guess you didn't give us an exact size. It'll go a lot faster.
Yeah, how do you make the tidal waves?
Well,
Is that
You know
like
how-
a water thing or is that all you can do is just make tidal waves?
well, you see, it's kind of weird. I have this like I have so many ideas in my brain that I could just kind of like go for, but I have to kind of rest, dream about it a little bit, think it over. There's lots of water though. I feel like I could do so much with water. Remember that big wall I made
Yep.
with Kieran?
Yep.
Yeah,
wall of water.
stuff like that. Like we could expand so far.
Walk is just kind of watching all of this at this point, like frozen in his food preparation, and then just it's boiling, it's ready.
Ooh. This will give me some more brain juice.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
All I'm
Dinner's
saying
ready.
is I'm
Keep
I'm
thinking of
inspired.
ideas. Keep thinking of ideas for expansion. I love it. I love the energy. Erupting Earth is not it, I don't think. But try it, test it, see what you can come up with. But I don't foresee that working.
I think we can make it work.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the deck.
All right.
Walks like, you're not gonna eat.
Nope.
All right.
I'll be your first customer.
Fabulous.
Customer.
Hickory, you spend time going through the cargo hold, right? Yeah.
I do.
Do you want to make an investigation check?
Sure. 13.
You don't find any pipes
Great.
or faucets, or realistically anything that could be jimmied into pipes.
All right.
You find a lot of crates of various foods, textiles, a lot of barrels of gunpowder, despite the fact that, no real guns here.
Yeah.
And then you find many, many, many bundles of those ballista bolts.
She kind of just looks at him. Huh. Nothing for a shower, but enough to take out an entire coast. Oh well. She just kind of huffs a little bit, and she goes up to the top deck because she wants to check in with Lorelei on when she can go to bed, in all honesty.
As you're going to the stairs, you suddenly hear your own voice called from behind you.
My own voice or on my name?
Your own name. You hear your name. Forgive me. Yeah, you hear your name called from behind you.
Huh? She kind of whips around.
Nobody there.
Okay. Got on a boat with a bunch of crazy people. Now I'm starting to become a crazy person. Great. Starts back up the steps again.
You good? Are you going back to the top deck or to the galley?
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Lorelei, see if I'm needed for the rest of the night.
Yeah, no, you'd probably go up to the top deck around the same time as Twink.
Sure would.
Does
Be
not
waiting
make
at the
eye
top.
contact. Oh, waiting at the top.
You find anything?
No.
So what's the lesson we learned?
Don't listen to Lorelei when she says that you were gonna help.
No, the lesson you should have learned was you don't make promises if you're not certain you can keep them.
I didn't tell her we'd get it done in a day. You're kind of a dick. Did anyone ever tell you that?
All the time.
As long as you're aware. She kind of walks past him.
You gonna tell
Heads
Lorelei
in.
we're not doing it?
If you don't want to, I'll do it myself.
Well, I didn't promise to do it, so.
Lorelei, where she is at the helm, just
By the
like,
way, the food's done, and then I walk.
Why do I keep hearing my name?
Twink doesn't want to help with your shower.
Twink, we had a deal.
I told you I'd get it done when I could get it done.
Well, yeah, isn't that what we're talking about?
Right?
Yeah, and she said she'd help you.
Right? Actually, first off, she told me I had to help her. And said you told me I had to do it.
Well, you do have to do it. We have a deal.
Oh, yeah. Just whenever I decide to.
I'm gonna punt you one day.
It's alright. I'm sure you'll shoot me as well.
Uh-huh. Don't mind him, kid. He's a dick.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit.
Have you met Maya?
No. I don't think I've seen much
She's got-
unless... Huh?
She's got this nice sheepish thing about her, kind of like you do. I figured you'd get along pretty well. You're both nice. Cute. Good kids. Kids? Question? I'm not entirely certain.
I'm 26.
Wow. Okay. Not what I would have guessed, but all right.
Okay, well, do you need me for the rest of the night? I can do a few more
Your
calculations
fancy,
real quick.
your fancy compass.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, kid. I'm sure that's great to have if you're lost, or if you're in the wilderness, or if you're in a storm. But it's a clear night. We'll be fine.
Okay. Then have a good night.
Plan to. You too.
She turns to head toward the sleeping quarters.
Go and you head to the sleeping quarters. The birds, about 15 minutes after that, come and land.
Lotus lands and just lays on her stomach on the deck of the ship.
You just lay, like, first place you land's up near Lorelei, so you just land like between her and the captain's cabin, and then you just drop.
Dolus lands and is just like bent over, like hands on his knees, panting.
Can I perception see if I hear them land or anything?
You could try.
You can just say you went to the top deck. Like, you don't have to, like.
could.
You could.
It's just like,
You had
I'm
15
thinking about-
minutes.
Mans
What?
was eating. Mans was eating.
He was
He's
in the
eating.
galley.
I'm eating, man.
You just
I want to see if like I hear them to
Make
like,
your
cause
perception check.
yeah, 21.
21. God damn. All right. I mean, you hear a thump up above. You can't tell specifically if it's the birds or not. There's been some
Two
thumping.
thumps.
There's been some thumping.
You hear two thumps.
You hear two distinct thumps, one after the other, and then a third heavier thump. As Lotus
But-
plops onto the deck.
I'll head up and then
Yeah. Mara walks up with a bowl of fish soup paste.
Blink. Dolus calls out. Twing's on the top deck, right?
Oh no, he's
No,
gone.
he left.
Oh.
He went back down.
Oh, I thought he was still there. Dolus turns to Lorelei's, or to Mara, who just ran back. He's like, "Where's Twink?"
last time I saw you like went up from here, and then he like him and Hickory were angry at each
Okay.
other. And you want some food?
No. Well, no.
It's
Lotus,
not.
are you gonna be able to make your way to the bed?
Ah!
Y'all need help? Are you good?
I've got it. Dolus kind of crouches down and like gets in a position for Lotus to get on his back.
Very slowly, just. It feels like I trained with Raiden all day.
I'm
I
gonna
know.
come up full strength.
Oh, damn. Yeah, Dolus, you're feeling like Lotus isn't super heavy, but you're so tired, and she's not exactly the lightest thing in the world.
With like 20 spears on her back.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Mara lays a hand on you, and she's light as a feather.
Oh. Okay, let's go. Dolus just like runs down the stairs.
Mara, they just run past you down the stairs.
Thank you, Dolus calls out. I'm gonna go look for Twink. First in the galley and then in the sleeping quarters.
Twink in the galley. You walk in, and it's all the new crew, and Eggold and Harmon and Walk and Doc, and they're all sitting there eating and everything.
Dolus he runs in and then like is running in place while he's like surveying the area and then turns around and runs back out.
All the while, Lotus is on his back.
Mhm.
Everyone just watches you leave.
I go to the sleeping quarters.
Yes, Twink in the sleeping quarters.
is.
You're at it. Hickory's in her bed alone in the sleeping quarters.
You see Dolus do the same thing, runs in
She
place,
does
is looking
not.
around.
Her head is lowered. She's in prayer. Oh, bean.
Aww.
Aw.
Praying by her bed. So yeah, you walk in, you just see Hickory just her bed.
Hello, Hickory. Dolus turns around.
I agree.
I'm gonna go down another set of stairs into the supply hold.
Bless you.
Bless
Woo.
you.
Thank you. Yeah, you go down another set of stairs into the well and proper cargo hold, and you notice that this ship has another set of stairs into the below portion, the way the fog slip used to have. And so it's got the cargo hold, and then it's got that like secondary little hold at the very bottom of the ship.
I go down the stairs. Twink,
Golas?
I brought the wine. He runs
Nice.
down. You see him run up to you with Lotus on his back.
Like a backpack.
Why?
Hard flight. He brings out the bag of holding. He's like, "There's a barrel of wine in here," and Dolus kind of leans down. And he's like, I brought you some jerky from Matthias's ship.
Lotus
Oh,
also
I know you
leans
don't like the
forward.
food. I know you don't like
Um,
the food here.
Now's probably a bad time to tell you you have to carry her back upstairs. You might have should have left
Oh.
her up there.
No worries. And Dolus runs up the stairs just with the best ease.
Yes, quite the hard flight.
Yeah, you've just been left your bag of holding, and the birds just sprint back off up the stairs.
I'm gonna sprint up into the sleeping quarters, and I'm gonna go over to our beds, and I'm gonna.
You're just
I'm
gonna,
gonna-
you're just gonna body truck Lotus.
No, I'm not gonna body chuck Lotus.
Batista bomb.
I'm gonna raise her lightly and put her onto her bed.
Yeah, Lotus, you just get gently plopped into your bed.
And then I'm gonna actually use a spell slot to make some food.
Okay.
I cast create food and water and make some, like, I'm gonna just keep making dinner rolls till we're full. Just eating bread. I offer Hickory some.
Yeah, by the time you guys come back up, she's probably just wrapping up and she's like, "Oh, thank you. Dang it, that's right. Walk made food. I will. Don't worry about it another time."
I can you can just eat this. I think it's better for your health and stomach, digestive tract.
He's not a good cook, is he?
Well, he's great at cooking the thing that he cooks, which is not very good.
Okay, she just takes the dinner roll. And
Well,
Kinda-
Mara seems to like it, so maybe you would as well. Lotus likes it. Lotus will eat anything, even poisonous berries.
Do I actually like it? Can I roll for that?
That's your
You eat
opinion,
it more
buddy.
than anyone else.
I don't fucking know, man. How my body's gonna take that shit.
You like it. It's a little saltier than you'd prefer, but it's not terrible. Certainly better than not eating.
Can I tell that is Hickory visibly feeling down after Twink's berating?
She certainly looks more downtrodden than when you left, but I wouldn't say she necessarily looks upset.
Hmm. You all right?
Yeah, just this is different.
What? The bread not good for you?
No, the bread is, I mean, tastes like bread, but
I mean, I don't know what you expected it to taste like.
There's good bread and there's bad bread.
it's pretty bread. It
Would you like an apple?
no, it's okay. It's just I don't know. Since I came here, I haven't really been separated from my brother, and he is usually better at dealing with people like Twink. He's smarter. And I'm good with people, but sometimes I get cornered and get a little nervous, and
Oh, I don't think you necessarily have to be smart to deal with Twink. I mean, Socrates was a professor, and he usually got the worst of it. So,
he's a lot to deal with.
yes.
And it's weird doing this alone.
Hmm.
I mean, we're here for you. So you're not totally alone.
Yeah, you just need to just a tip for Twink is you need to just let things kind of brush over your shoulder sometimes. He'll say a lot of things, but he's a good person deep down. Very deep down.
I appreciate it, both of you. It's it's just odd, 26 years of your life, and you're basically never separated from your sibling, and suddenly they're taken from you. I'm sure you guys could at the very least imagine what I feel right now.
Right. Well, I mean, Arakocras don't live as long as any other race, really. Lotus is only 2.
Almost.
Almost. And I am around 8 years old, but relative to your age, I would be maybe a little older, and Lotus is a child.
A very
But
sweet child.
but we still have been with each other our whole lives, and we're really all we have. Or at least all we had until about a few weeks ago. In a month.
Huh?
Don't think about it too much.
Time is just... It works differently with us. Or has been working differently. We've only known each other for about a few weeks. And a month. But...
Wait, you keep saying "and a month."
Well, so...
Don't think about it too much. It's okay. It's okay.
We kind
eat
of...
more bread.
We
She's
We
kind of
kind of
munching on the
jumped forward
bread
a
this
month.
entire time.
We kind of jumped forward a month in time. It was a whole thing that happened. It's not important. Well, it's very important. It's the reason there are clones of all of us. Do you know about that? Has anyone informed you about that?
No.
Okay.
What?
Well, so you know the Kieran that you saw?
Yeah, he was always kind of weird. I just didn't think he was
Right, no, that wasn't
genocidal
Kieran.
weird. Huh?
Dolus is like very casually saying, like he's like eating his bread while he's saying, it's like, yeah, no, that was a clone. There we call them the Starlost versions. When we jumped forward in time, it was a whole thing. Archibald is his name, and it's an elf child, teenager around that.
That
age.
was
He's
the one that
very
was with him?
powerful. Yes, if I recall. He did a teleportation and we jumped forward in time, and then when we did that, I don't really understand the logistics of it, but now there are other versions of all of us, of me. Well, there was a version of me, and then I killed him. And then there's another version of Lotus, and Twink, and Socrates, and Kieran. That's the one you saw. Very strong fighters, very powerful magic users, all of them. Well, I don't know about Lotus. I don't think she's a magic user, but... well,
I'm gonna
kind
put
of...
another bread roll into Hickory's hands.
She's just kind of eating it while staring at Dolus.
I
Right.
love this so much.
And they're very they have a very, from what we've seen of the few of them that we know, they have an evil agenda that we are attempting to stop, and there's a whole thing with some avatar of something I think someone heard. I don't really understand that part as well, but yeah, takes another bite at the bread. That's basically the rundown.
Takes another bite of her bread.
Lotus also takes a bite out of her bread.
Long, awkward silence as Hickory processes the
Any
plot
questions?
line of the D&D session.
Any questions?
Many, but I think that's just it sinking in.
Okay. Well, we
But-
are free to answer.
Do you think you're the Archibald kid?
Archibald.
Yeah, Archibald. Do you think he could do the time jump thing, but kind of in reverse, in a way? Not send you
I'd
back,
rather he
but
didn't. He hurt himself a lot every time he uses magic that's very strong.
yeah, but I think he did.
Huh?
When me and my brother disappeared, it felt like a lot longer than it actually was, and when we showed up, only a few seconds had passed.
I'm
I
sorry.
felt like
wait.
we were walking for like an entire night in wherever we ended up.
I'm not sure I understand.
So Kieran and your Archibald, they showed up, made everyone disappear, including me and my brother. We came back though, but when we were gone, but we were gone for a little bit, and we woke up
Where
in
were
some
you
place.
gone to?
Don't know,
Okay, continue.
but it felt like a really long time. I mean, he and I were walking for. I don't know. Time didn't seem to really make sense there. But it felt like a really long time, and then we were back here. We were back in Tiak, and no time had passed. Basically at all. We were back in time to see the dust of everybody else's bodies fall.
And then where did he go?
I don't know. And that's the concerning part.
Okay. That's a really weird story.
And she looks at him dead in the eyes and just goes, with all due respect, you're one to talk.
I don't understand.
Okay.
She was talking.
I know. I'm not really sure. I think it might be a saying in this realm.
Maybe.
Okay.
Well, have you had your fill of the bread?
I believe I have.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
Were you the one who wanted wine?
I did, but I think I'll pass for tonight. I
Okay.
feel like
I
I'm
don't know
about
if
to
you'd want
vomit
it.
as is.
Okay. Well, I don't think you'd want to go get it anyways. Twink has it.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I think I'll pass on that for tonight.
All right. Well, I'll relay your series of events to the others at our nearest convenience, I suppose.
Right. Thank you. I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted.
Oh, trust me, we just had a long flight.
Right. Because, Wings, still getting used to the whole Aarakocra thing. It's
Not much to get used to, we fly.
It's neat. Like, it's just, it's super cool.
And we have talents. She kind of like puts her foot up towards her.
And feathers. Just kind of like ruffles his wings a little bit.
Yeah, and it's super neat. And, I don't know, we're gonna
You like that
be-
word, neat.
Yeah, Doc said I have a tendency to use it too much. But tomorrow, we're gonna be on the boat for a few days. I was wondering, I know how to play cards. Do you guys know how to play cards? I figured we could get to know each other and play cards.
No.
It's okay. I can teach you. It's easy.
I think someone tried teaching me a bit ago, but I didn't really understand.
Right? Well, I mean, you could always just sit with me and Lotus. She seems eager to learn.
What, do you think I know Lotus will be able to learn about how to play cards and I won't?
Well, I mean, you're the one already giving up.
I mean, I didn't give up. I will destroy you in whatever card game you're playing.
Okay. Well, I'm going
As soon as I
bed.
learn how to play.
I will
just
teach you
imagine-
quickly.
Why do I just
Right.
imagine Dolus Eldritch blasting someone with I win.
Hit me, it goes over, you fucking shoots in.
Go fish!
Right. Well,
Going
Dolus
to
kinda
bed,
gets up.
Dolus.
sleep well.
Have a wonderful night. She closes her privacy curtain.
Dolus is walking out. Is Lotus also walking out?
Both going to look for the respective people you need to do the respective things you want to do.
Mhm.
All right, Lotus, you can find Mara in the back in the galley, or no, on the top deck still. You didn't go back down. So yeah, and Dolus, you go looking for Twink, who you have no idea where he is.
As we're walking out, Dolus is just like saying like neat to himself. He's like
Neat.
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 Me.
Yeah.
I go back down to where I last saw Twink.
He is not there. And then you
Ooh.
probably figure out he's not there. Lotus is a little ahead of you. Lotus is coming up on the top deck, and Mara's sort of staring out at the moon as it starts to rise over the ocean.
I'll head back up to the top deck.
Yeah, you come out, and Lotus is going over to talk to Mara.
Do I see Twink?
You do not.
Cool. I'll
Twink
just
went
stick.
to find Lorelei.
I'll just stand around on the top deck until Twink comes out.
He'll show up eventually.
He has to.
There's not many places he can go.
He'll either show up
There's
or
a
he's
lot
dead.
of places he can go. He's a gnome.
All right. I mean, I guess if he's hiding from Dolus, then yeah.
All right, Lotus, you walk up to Mara. Mara.
Lotus. Hello.
What you doing?
I'm in the night sky. Do you know that every star in the night sky is actually brighter than our sun?
Sun is real bright.
They may be millions of miles away, but beautiful. And only on certain nights you could actually see all of them.
Lotus just kind of squints into the sky.
Pretty though, isn't it?
I guess I never really looked at the night sky properly. I don't think there is a night sky in the elemental plane of air.
No? What's it like out there?
Windy.
Windy?
Yeah, very windy.
I'd like to visit sometime.
Oh, it's really cool. Except for some of the aircock right there.
Are they mean?
Yeah, I guess you could say they're kind of mean. Yeah, they're totally mean.
Well, if it's anything means anything, you guys are great.
Oh, thank you. I tried to be.
You succeed.
Oh, can I have my sketchbook back?
Oh, sure. You mind if I take the page?
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
no, I don't mind. Go for it.
Oh, okay. I'll try to carefully
You can tear a page out of the
Yeah, I was-
book.
I
You're
was gonna
fine.
say, like, do I-
Roll
do I need to be
dex.
careful- Do I need to be careful? on the
Nat
end?
20, you fail.
I'm like, if you were under duress or something, I might make you roll. But
Yeah.
no, like you got all the time that you pull the fucking page out of the book.
I guess one last thing.
Yeah?
What do you typically do to get better at something you think you're not good enough at?
Do more of it? Or I guess research.
Research?
Yeah, like I'm not. Back when with Raiden, he would get me to read a lot of books sometimes about like ki and the movement of ki and like other cool monk things, and eventually I just got really good at hitting things. So then, if you're not good at something, I'll research about it, I'll do more about it. Yeah.
You have any
Is this-
books on maybe like aquatic life?
Goes through my books. And I just pull out the stack of books that I have. I have
So-
books about elemental planes. That might help if it's aquatic, elemental plane of air. But they're all really vague things. So I don't know if that would help. Maybe next time when we go to like a big city or something, we could go to a library together.
I like that. That'd be fun.
I just give him all of my books.
I'll
Except for the monk one, because I need that.
I guess I'll scan it for now. What do I see for books in particular?
Oh God, Lotus's
Pull
list
up
of
the
books.
list. Pull up the list.
Well,
while
you got a
while
book
they're
on
doing this, Dulles is writing in the Raiden's journal.
You got a book on genetics, a book on the elemental planes. You got a book on evolution. That's really it.
Yeah.
She kept all the other relevant books.
Huh.
As you skim the elemental plane one, you do see stuff about the elemental plane of like water.
Water.
I think this one will be useful. And then I'll just hand the rest of them back.
Okay.
So do you want to be like a fish?
I can be a fish. It's a lot
I've
of fun,
seen-
honestly. Like
I've seen-
the ocean is about as beautiful as the stars. It's wondrous. There's so many creatures you just don't see out in the beautiful abyss underwater.
There are more things than just fish?
Oh yeah. Well, fish. There's plants down there too. You ever seen an entire coral reef?
What's a coral reef?
Oh God.
Oh God, what's the best way I can explain this?
What are allergies? What's a
You
coral
fucked
reef?
up, Pulse.
How does the
Oh,
boat float?
Fucked up.
Why is
How
the
do
sky
cars
blue?
work?
What's
So-
a
It's a
car?
School of fish.
I just love that you're like, yeah, it's just like the stars. There's just so many creatures in the sea. And I'm like, there's so many creatures in space.
Wait.
Yeah, there is.
And how would you know?
Starloss.
Starlost
Alright, so-
stars.
I guess I'll try to half-ass this as much as I can. So, it's kind of like an ecosystem. You know what an ecosystem is?
Do I know what I'm pretty sure I would know what an ecosystem is. I have at least the basic knowledge of a sixth grader.
Okay.
Yes, I know what an ecosystem is. Yes, I know what an ecosystem is.
So basically, take all these this big ecosystem of like aquatic creatures and imagine these big, vibrant colors everywhere. You know how like there's so many like colors of fish? Well, it's kind of like these little fish buildings in a way where they can sort of like an underwater city filled with like colorful little rocks and buildings and little beautiful plants. Like there's vibrant greens, there's dull tan browns, sometimes pink, red, blue, just rainbow colors. And all the little fish, they'll live there.
This is so precious.
You think we can go one day?
I'd love to take you.
That'd be awesome.
Although, I don't think you can breathe underwater though.
What if we just drink the ocean?
Drink the ocean?
Ah,
By the
yes.
way, immediately
2-year-old.
I'm getting flashbacks to your problems are just like stars. They seem really small, and then you get closer, and they're way worse. I know it's completely different, but like that was all that was going through my mind during that entire speech.
That's a low intelligence statement even for Lotus's standards. You're diving a little too deep into it, Ray. You need to bring yourself back up.
We're gonna take a
Drinking the
moment while
ocean.
Mara
Didn't you just say you
processes
have
drink
the
ocean.
information of a sixth grader? You think sixth
Drink
grader? That's like
the
pre-K.
If
Can we
everybody
drink the
gets a
ocean?
straw,
Can we drink the
To
ocean?
be fair, if you never had an ocean, you would never know about it.
While drinking it?
Yes, correct.
You drink
drinking
water.
You
the
came from the
entire
plane
ocean?
of air. You didn't have oceans.
Well, okay. All right.
It's just a
I
big.
see both of your points, and we're gonna move on.
By the way, after this conversation, like this is probably like a few more minutes afterwards, Lotus will want to A, start painting the night sky, and B, start painting the imagery that she had in her head when Mara was talking about the underwater city.
On
Okay.
drinking the ocean.
Well,
Third
Twink,
drawing.
we're gonna meanwhile to you walking up to the captain's cabin to talk to Lorelai.
Okay. Fantastic. I don't knock, I just walk in.
You open the door, and Lorelai's there in like just her bustier and like shorts. She's like, "Hey, what the fuck?" She like pulls a chair up between the two of you.
I come bearing gifts.
God, and she like reaches to the bed and pulls a blanket up. What gifts?
Set the bag down and I reach in and I go, oh shit. I start pulling the big cask up and I'm like, oh fuck, it's much. I did okay. And I set it down.
It's like it's like the size of fucking Twink.
Yeah. You're gonna like this?
She goes, "That looks like a gunpowder barrel."
And I kind of do this and you hear a sloshing inside.
Ooh, I do like that.
Came from Matthias.
Ah, that big, beautiful man.
Before you drink any of it, though, you're gonna have to make a promise.
Fine.
You have to at least give the illusion that I'm leading this fucking ship.
Ah!
You gotta stop making decisions for me.
Look, I'm still getting used to the whole "you're a leader of a country" thing. When I picked you up, you were a bunch of bums stuck in Shasla.
I'm getting used to it.
I can't believe that Fairmont asked me to pick you up. You're a piece of work. You know that, right, Twink?
Yeah, you're welcome. You're better off now than you were before, though. You're fucking admiral now.
I'm the admiral of an island I already owned.
Oh, you're the admiral of a country that may also have much more land than just that island.
Twink, you been holding out on me?
Yes, I have.
Was Twinktania already a country? You've been fucking with me this entire time?
No.
Thank God, because that would have felt really fucking stupid. Okay, what do you got? Another island? A house you bought in the Empire before you left? What are we talking here?
I pull the tube out and I just kind of unroll the deed and kind of just push it over. So I don't know if you can read any of that or not, but the comment at the bottom, apparently it all says the same thing.
Ho.
Do you know why I was talking to Matthias at the dinner?
Have you ever seen Ravenloft?
No.
You're gonna want to drink of this. And she like pushes the wine sort of in that direction. She gets herself a glass and she gets a cup. Like she's only got like one wine glass. She just gets a cup and puts it in front of you. So,
Is this a toast or is this?
Oh, this is a toast. This is a good thing. She like taps it. It's like, so you see, Yuba was sort of shaped like a lobster claw, if that makes sense to you, right?
All right.
Right. And so the main capital is in the pincer, the lobster claw. And then up sort of towards the top is there's a mountain range, there's a big valley in the middle, and then there's towards the north is Ravenloft, which is the entire rest of that mountain range after the valley.
Are you telling me I own 3/4 of Ubua?
But more like a third, but yeah. I mean, this specifies that you have the land rights and the mining rights. I don't know how Matthias would feel about making a country out of it, but you can sure fucking. I mean, you can just who you were. And he said he was cool with that.
I said we'd make it work in both of our favors.
I'm gonna be so fucking rich. She like leans back in her chair. Do you know how much? Do you know how good the mining is in Ubua?
Yes.
No, you don't, because no one does, because no one mines it.
It's literally my job. Is knowing materials and where they come from.
Yeah, but have you ever dug in Ubua?
Oh no, I've never done it, but I've definitely worked with material from Ubua.
Well, yeah. But the thing is, everything that comes out of Ubua comes out of the southern half. No one mines the northern half because there was a deal made way back during the war for Ubua, and, you know, the deal was lost. But why do you have this?
I paid a gold for it.
She refills her little wine cup and just goes, "You paid a gold for it."
Yep. Well, to be fair, I said I was buying the tube it was in.
So technically you didn't buy the deed, if we want.
I also stated the contents of the tube.
God damn it.
Said it was a tube and a piece of parchment with some scribblings on it I couldn't read.
When did you fucking buy this?
You remember when we were back in that city in the middle of the ocean after we teleported into the future?
Yeah, in
Where you picked
Shasla.
us up at?
Yeah, where I picked you up because you were fuck Sally.
I bought it from Sally.
Fuck. It's like a fucking casino talking to that woman. You're either going to get literal diamonds or she's going to sell you soap.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You're the only other person that knows about this right now. Don't tell anyone.
I can keep a secret.
Because I've also thought about selling it back to Matthias.
Oh god, I'm gonna be.
Yeah. I was thinking, I don't know, million gold.
I think you'd probably go for 2.
All right, but I want to maintain the mining rights.
Yeah, 1 might be shaving it kind of close.
I don't know for sure, though. I might just keep it as Twinktania. Who knows?
Would be nice to have a place to kick up my feet before I retire and go to the other place I have to kick up my feet.
Yeah.
So that's why you want to go to Ubua so bad.
Yeah.
Because you fucking own it.
Yeah.
Well. Cheers.
Yes, cheers indeed.
King Twink, President Twink, Prime Minister Twink.
I don't know. What do you think? What would I...
Hear me out. She like swills her whining a little. We say Twink is your title, and no one gets to know your name.
But wait. That is...
And then every ruler after you will be Twink something.
This
It'd be pretty
brilliant.
fucking. It'd be
This is
pretty
fucking
fucking funny, right?
It's pretty fucking brilliant. I'm the Twink of Twinktania.
You are the Twink of Twinkatania.
Now here's the issue.
Yeah.
Nobody can name their kid Twink.
I don't think a lot of people do already.
I've already ran into another gnome named Twink.
Oh shit!
The person who knew another gnome named Twink.
Is that is it like a gnome name? Are you gonna have to
No,
ban
that's
gnomes
fucking
from your
weird. I
country?
did not
Okay.
expect to find that.
Okay, well, one out of every dozen, I guess. Yeah, you'll have to outlaw Twink.
Yeah, it's kind of
Well, I mean, there are
though.
kids named King. Like, it happens. It's weird, but it happens.
King.
I don't know if that one's ever happened, but
Yeah, I guess we could just call me the Twink.
God, I'm really feeding your ego here. I really should have reconsidered
There's
that.
nothing
before I
you could have
suggested
done
it.
to stop this.
Uh-huh. She like sips the wine.
What do you think of the new girl?
I think she's really skittish. I think you really annoyed the shit out of her. But I think that,
Well, she really
sets
annoyed
a
the shit out of me.
it sets a really solid framework for how you operate as a person.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, it's good.
It was a good lesson. It was a good lesson for her.
I think that she's from Iceholm, which, frankly,
Guess what she said? She said there's a thermal plant there. We need to go there. I want that.
I'm not going to the fucking Southern Waste. Even if we sailed all the way there, months of sailing, we would then have to walk across hundreds of miles of ice.
Yeah, seems very doable. What if I created a ship specifically built for crashing through ice?
If you make me a ship that can take me all the way to Iceholm without getting off of my boat, I will work for you until the day that I die. I will give up my retirement.
Well, you want to know something fun?
It can't be an airship.
I think I'm already doing it.
You what?
Yeah. Yep. Pretty sure I'm already doing that. So, you know how there's like the other versions of all of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other me's building a navy.
Don't want to come across a bunch of boats that have you in charge of them. That,
Right, we're taking them from him.
I would kind of want to come across a navy built by you in that case. Probably has flamethrowers.
And other things, like how to get everywhere in the world.
So what you're saying is we're going to hunt down Starloss Twink, kill him, and take his boats.
No, not a chance.
Okay.
We're gonna convince Starlost Twink to come to Twink Tanya and serve as the ruler while I do whatever the fuck I want.
I like the play. I appreciate it. I respect it. I don't know if it's going to work.
If there's anyone who knows me, it's me.
Well,
Yep.
on that absolutely insane note,
You can't have all of this, so take what you want now. I'm taking the rest with me.
fuck. Fine. She refills another glass and she takes your cup and refills it. And it's like, that'll do me for the night. If there's
Back
any
in the
left
barrel.
tomorrow night,
We'll just get more from Matthias.
eh,
What do you mean, eh? You want
get out. I'm going to bed.
All right, fine. Then I exit.
Yep. You walk out and Lotus is painting. Dolus is sitting on a barrel near Lotus painting, writing in a book. And Mara, have you taken the leap yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I had a plan with this. So
Okay.
Thorn Whip, so that I could get back up.
You're watching Mara rig a vine down the side of the boat.
Mara, they make rope for that.
Do we have rope?
It's a boat. There's a ton of fucking rope.
You know where it's at?
It looks all around. There's just piles of rope.
There are piles of rope on the top deck.
I mean, this is kind of convenient for me.
I love Mara so much.
All right. Are
Yeah.
you jumping? You're not.
Like a
You
mid.
don't plan to tie that around your neck when you do, right? Okay. Good.
No,
Glad-
we can't
glad
say
that's
that.
Where we're at. Glad that's where we're at.
It's okay.
What, you think I'm suicidal?
You were acting really weird earlier. I don't know.
Okay, he told me about this really cool underwater city thing. Look, I'm trying to paint it.
There's an underwater city.
It's just a lot of colors.
Yeah.
There's an underwater city.
Yeah.
Where?
That's too much
Underwater.
to unpack tonight. Too much to unpack tonight.
Wait, is everyone
Mara.
up top?
Everyone's
four
on
of us
top
are,
except
yeah.
Hickory.
Okay.
He's going to bed.
Yeah, the four of us are.
Why are you going into the water, Mara?
To learn a little bit more.
About the water?
Water, the creatures.
All right. Well, let
Teacher?
us know what you learn. Also, don't forget the boat is moving, so you have to move with the boat.
Yep.
Okay.
Please don't get left behind in the water.
Yep. That's gonna happen.
So, all right. I'd like to sort of weigh in my head, or like do some like fucking math. How fast
Algebra
the boat
lady.
is going
Because we know that's Mara's strong suit.
versus the speed of an octopus.
The speed of what versus what? An octopus versus.
The boat.
Give me a second.
What is the speed of an octopus?
While
It's
this
all-
math is
D&D has
going
that.
on right now, I want to say that this show is great. I fucking love this show.
Seems to be going about double the speed of the octopus.
Why an octopus? Why not like a fish?
Or the
Like-
shark that you used before.
Because they're also not fast enough.
Yeah. Also, octopuses are intelligent.
Yes.
You
maintain-
keep your
maintain your own
You
intelligence.
keep your
intelligence.
intelligence
Yeah, you maintain your own intelligence, so
and wisdom, right?
yeah,
Yup.
charisma.
He turns into an octopus. Finally, I can open a jar.
Yeah, but then he slides into the jar and we close it when he slides in.
No, they know how to get out of that.
Oh
I've been
no!
bamboozled.
You just set
Mara,
a
you
rock
start
on
to
top
think
of it.
about it, and the more you think about it, the more you're like, I probably wouldn't be able to keep up with the boat. Consider it, and you think about it, and you're like, the boat would probably have to stop for me to be able to really safely swim under this without getting lost. And then you think, Matthias's boat is only a mile behind us. And then you weigh your options and do with that what you will, I guess.
Again, I love this show so much.
It's alright, Pulse has like 20 other characters to play.
It's
so.
true.
Yeah, I was
Mara
about to
gets
say,
lost in the ocean, Mara gets
we're
lost in the
literally
ocean.
about to hear Mara jumps in the ocean, Mara gets lost at sea, Pulse rule new character.
Why do our fifth like party members always end up going out to sea and getting lost? And the Kieran is gonna happen tomorrow. Now it's always at night. They get in the water and they're gone.
At least everybody's here to watch this time.
Oh yeah.
We won't have to deal with Eggle polishing his shaft.
All right.
Well, but that won't get us demonetized.
We're
All
2
right.
hours in. We're fine.
I will be looking around for some rope.
There's rope. You can easily find 100 feet of rope.
All right.
Mara is going to
Just
hang
pointed
himself.
to the rope.
Yeah, literally everywhere around you.
Mara is
I'm gonna-
going to hang himself in the ocean now.
So, is it
Really
like the make of the ship?
Mhm.
Is there somewhere I could probably like tie it on?
There is the
Obviously.
railing, and there are braces everywhere because ships actually have braces, like pretty much every 15 feet, specifically to tie rope off to, so you don't get knocked off the ship in a storm.
All right.
So
I
they're
will-
they're everywhere.
I'll tie it to the railing, and I will tie it around my waist,
Okay,
and I will go octopus.
you guys watch as Mara on the side of the boat finishes adjusting this knot, and then just back into the water. And before he hits the water, you just watch him. Whoop! An octopus is significantly smaller at the waist than Mara was. So Mara,
just
you
starts
hit the
pulling the
water.
rope back up.
You hit the water, and the rope is kind of like loosely around you, but it is not tied to you at all.
Is there any like suction cup bullshit? that I
You can totally grab onto it if you want.
That's the plan.
Yeah, you grab onto the rope really tight. Pulling the rope up, you pull it up, and there's just octopus clinging to the knot at the end.
Yeah, Mara?
I'm gonna point the tentacle down.
Oh, that's Mara.
Why did you tie it if you knew you were going to slip out?
Start lassoing. And I'm throwing it back out.
Make a strength check.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say I'm like make a strength check. It's an octopus.
I was thinking Twink with how far he fucking
Yeah.
yeets the thing.
Oh no, I'm making a strength check for the octopus holding on.
We
I would
throw
throw
the
the advantage
Oh.
to the suction cup.
You are
Octopus.
you are grappling it, so I'll give you advantage.
All right.
Straight to
Oh
the
God.
octopus. Yeah.
Oh my
Bye,
God.
Mara.
Oh, no.
Bye, Mara.
Fucking Christ.
What did you roll?
What's an octopus?
Holy
strength?
shit.
4 and an 8.
What's an
Four and
octopus's
eight, and
strength?
then I have
Negative.
to-
3.
Bye, Mara.
So you start lassoing and it gets up to speed, and you go to throw it, and you throw it, and as it flies past you, there's no octopus on the end of it.
Okay.
It just hits the water, and Twink has a moment, and he looks around. There's just an octopus like flopped on the back, like on the ship, like 10 feet behind you. He lost grip like right as momentum came up.
I'm gonna pick up the octopus. Just hold.
I'm gonna wiggle towards the fucking rope.
How about we just tie the rope to this?
That's what I was gonna
Palming
do.
it.
Magical shrug.
Oh yeah, no.
Kept
Those
saying
doesn't
it
know
would
what an
point back
octopus
down.
is.
So I was gonna throw him back out. I was gonna tie it around him again, but he kept pointing down. So
Okay.
Lotus wants to stand up and start squishing.
Squish the
octopus.
octopus head.
It's like, is this one of the creatures in the ocean that you're talking about, Mara?
Mara, your head is getting squished.
Yeah,
I
how
would
are you
be
gonna
careful.
nod?
I'd be careful, Lotus. I'd be careful because they let out ink, and it stains.
Oh, ink.
Drops it.
Well, Dolus is still palming
Oh,
the
okay.
back of its head. Dolus is gonna hold it like away from him. It's like Mara, ink.
Ink.
there's just
What's on the deck?
there's just a black ink just dribbles.
That's
Out
gonna stain.
onto
That's
the
not
floor.
coming out.
Wow, there
I
really is
wanna-
ink.
I want to run over to my sketchbook, pick it back up, and I want to flip to a clean page and put my sketchbook.
You
Just
run
one
over,
of the pages.
Rorschach.
gonna
slap
soak
a
through, it's gonna
page
soak
down on the
through.
ink, and you pull it up, and yeah, like 4 pages are just soaked with this ink.
Nice.
Why?
Nice.
Not nice. That's. You know where that came from?
What?
From the octopus.
Yeah, came from Mara.
Mara, you do it good.
Yeah, I'm just
Just an
here.
octopus being held.
Just
Yep.
being held.
I'm probably starting to run out of breath though.
Yeah.
Octopus can only breathe underwater.
Correction, Dolus didn't say octopus. He doesn't know what an octopus is. He says from this.
But also, octopus can hold their breath for 30 minutes. So, you're good.
Okay. I'm still
Yeah.
flailing towards the rope though.
You gonna tie Mara up and put him back in the water.
Just hand it to Dolus. Hand the rope to Dolus.
Alright, I guess I'll tie a knot around the octopus.
You tie a knot right around the middle of the octopus. Mara, you feel the equivalent of like a really tight headband.
Is this comfortable? I'm gonna
The
throw it into
octopus
the
does
ocean.
not respond, and then you throw it into the ocean.
Nice.
Mara, you have a few solid like seconds of just sort of swimming as the boat keeps moving along, and you're slowly getting left behind, and then the rope goes taut, and you're now being dragged through the ocean behind the boat.
I'm gonna enjoy the ride and just
You can only manage to get like
Relax.
5 feet under because of the way the tension works. You can't really get deeper. Just an octopus wiggling your way along.
as long as I can see.
You guys all watch as the line just sort of goes taut
Is this
in
fine?
the dark water.
I don't know. I'm going to sleep.
Wait, Twink, Twink, I wanted to speak with you for a second.
All right, let's walk and talk.
Okay. I'm gonna start walking with him.
Just gonna leave him in the
Uh,
ocean.
Lotus, if he, I don't know, when
I'll
should she
watch
pull
him,
him
don't
back?
worry.
When should she pull him back? Should she pull him back? Will he be able to get back?
You ponder all of these questions as Twink walks away from you.
I trust you to know what to do.
Yeah.
Dolph
Lotus
turns
doesn't
around.
know what to do.
Yeah, yep.
Not even
Probably
a
not
little.
the best idea, but he's gonna run after Twink. He's like, so, the mask I gave to you,
Right?
from when you tried identifying it that one time and told me it was great handiwork, but not much else could be known about it. About how much identifying will you need to figure out what kind of properties it has, if that makes sense?
I have no idea.
Do you think there is some kind of magical property on it?
Yeah, there's definitely something. I just don't know what it is.
I should have asked Raiden when I had the chance.
Probably since he made it.
Right. He also
I don't
made
know.
this, right? And like he pulls out like the rod. He's like, I wonder what else.
He made that too.
Yes, he did.
He made that.
Well, yes, it has. When I found it in the boat next to where we fought the basilisks, it still had the same seal as on the inside. You know, if you pull it out, you have the mask
Alright,
on you.
but we don't know for sure that he made it, just that it belonged to him.
I thought that. Well, I thought that he made the masks, which was
Alright,
why
that
I
doesn't mean he
assumed.
made the rod,
Why would it have his symbol on it then?
because it belonged to him.
I'm confused.
Do you know how people can possess things?
Spiritually or physically?
Well, that was him denoting he physically owned that.
Oh, I thought it meant it was like his work.
Possibly. I hope not, because that'd be outrageous, but maybe.
Why? Why would that be
Because
outrageous?
that is insanely powerful.
Do you think he's not insanely powerful?
I would like to hope not.
Why?
That's threatening. I don't like it.
Raiden would never be a threat. Dolus is just looking at him very, like, confident in what he says. Just like, yeah.
It's just the fact that something like that could exist, right? It
Mm.
doesn't have to be Raiden. If Raiden is that strong, there's probably other people who are also that strong, and we don't know them.
Well, I mean, someone is this strong if it exists.
Yes, the gods,
Oh.
right? Sometimes they create things as well.
Oh. Like this. And Dolus holds up, like, his ring.
Right, yes, like that.
I see, I see.
Right, I couldn't make that. Yet.
I was going to say, I believe you could. Given enough time.
Through Twink, all things are possible.
Right. Well,
You blasphemous son of a bitch!
I believe that I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before, but in case I didn't, you can hold on to the mask for as long as it takes you to identify. I think I'll only need it if we go into a new city, you know, new people around. But for the good while that we're going to Twinktania and then onward from that, I think it's in good hands.
Right, yeah, so, I mean, I plan to spend some time with it every night. If I figure anything out, though, I'll definitely let you know.
Right, thank you.
Unless it's too powerful, and then I probably won't let you know. You won't know, so.
Well, I mean, if it is very powerful, I think it would be in, you know, maybe both of our best interests for you to let me know.
It wouldn't.
I think it would be in my best interest for you to let me know, and
I
you
agree
would
with
let
that
me know.
100%.
Right, but and we're friends, right?
Yes.
So you would let me know.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Twink.
You're welcome. If it's something that can kill you, I'll let you know.
Oh, right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Twigs go to bed.
Yeah, well, I'm
Don't
gonna
mind
spin my routine, but yeah.
Yep.
don't mind the scratches.
All right. Well, now I'm curious. Why would
It's
you say that?
well just because scratched it since the last time you saw it, and I this kind of backfired. I kind of meant this to be as in like a don't get curious about it, but now you're curious about it. So I think that I failed in
Yeah, it's
my
very weird why you would just bring it up. I would have just assumed it was normal wear and tear, but now it seems like it's not.
um right. I
Why'd you
mean,
just clear
it's
your throat? That was very weird. You're being very suspicious right now, Dolus.
I don't it's not suspicious. I swear.
Sounds pretty fucking suspicious, I'm not gonna lie.
Little
Right.
sus there.
And I'll tell you if it's powerful. I'm gonna turn around and walk away.
Okay. I hope would me scratching it devalue the power? I mean, if it got scratched.
So you did scratch it.
No. Yes.
Okay.
It's more complicated than that. But
Why? Why'd you do it?
um I it's a long story.
We're friends, right?
Yes. Okay. It's not right. All right. Well, it's not exactly a very fun and interesting story, as you might imagine. I as you might know, as you might have been able to discern from our encounters that we've had up until now, or maybe not, I'm not the biggest fan of taking lives. Actually, the first life that I've ever took was of that Sahagin uh, that we fought, and it was on accident. I mean, to merely remove the knife from him, but I suppose that was too much force, and I didn't realize he was that unhealthy already. But
Yeah, things bleed out when you pull things out of them.
right, I didn't. I wasn't aware that he would die that quickly. I thought we could get him healed or something. Regardless, I I don't like killing people. Any people. I'm fine with animals and things to hunt for food, but other than that, it's not my forte really. But recently, in the time that I've known you all, I've had to kill more and more.
It's a weird way to
And
phrase that.
well, it's true. Um, and
Your
I
reminder is how you remind yourself.
yes, in a way. I keep count. Those scratches are tally marks.
You should stop.
I
You should stop keeping count.
I don't think I will. Um, I keep count as to never forget those whose lives I've taken, because I feel like as long as they're still remembered, they're not truly gone in a way.
You mean well, Dolus. I appreciate that.
I thank you, I
But
suppose.
some people deserve to be gone and should never be remembered.
Right.
Not that these people were those people, but there are people like that.
Right. Well, I still. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's a complicated issue I haven't really come across yet.
Would it be real confusing to you if I put more scratches in it?
Yes, please don't do that.
Mm. All right. Well, I'm off to bed.
Okay. I'll go see what's up with the what did he turn into?
I've never seen that in my life.
Okay. I'll go see what's up with them.
I just let him drag along.
I'm not. Good night, Twink.
Good night.
Dolus is gonna
Twink
head
goes
back
to
up.
bed. Dolus heads back up. Mara, you are still
I'm
being
doing
trailed.
tricks at this point.
You're
Like,
spinning.
Are you
like-
breaking plane? Just
Yeah. Like
You're
you'll see me
chilling.
do like a star spin.
Spin out of the water.
Like even with
you
like
better be
back-
careful. You better be careful. Is all
Yeah.
I gotta say.
Lotus is watching. Is just like, whoa.
Eventually I'll start spelling out letters.
Wanna go
Lotus
to
is
the
trying to get-
Lotus
wide
can't
end.
read.
Mara is
No,
eaten
Liz
by a
can't spell.
seagull while doing the YMCA.
Fucking-
What's Yimka?
Yeah. Mara, you talk to a couple of fish. You experience being in the ocean. You do some sick tricks.
Dolus comes up to the top.
Dolus comes up. Dolus watches with his sister as you do sick tricks.
I can't tell if he's really good at what he's doing.
He looks awesome.
That's a strong word. I think that he looks neat.
That's cute.
Like 45 minutes go by of this.
I'll probably eventually like stop.
Stop doing tricks.
Yeah, and then shoot out ink.
Wow.
You try and spray ink, and there's just a sudden darker patch of water because it's already nighttime. But you guys wouldn't really get a view of that. You just see that Mara stops doing tricks.
You think he's all right?
Should we pull him up?
I think he's fine.
Mhm.
Are you gonna not pull him up?
No.
Mara, like another 5 to 10 minutes go by without them pulling you. That's the point that it clicks that they're not pulling you.
I'll start with my
Tentacle
tentacles.
Please make a strength check for me.
Fuck. Mara's about to stay out here all night.
We fall asleep on the
Oh,
top deck.
19.
19.
Wait.
You start
What's the
clambering
minus,
your
though?
way. Oh, without the
It's
with the
minus
minus.
3.
It's just -3 because it's just the octopus.
Yeah, so
that'd be-
16.
16. So yeah, no, you start clambering your way up the rope. You're not making good speed.
I think the moment Lotus sees like a tentacle, she's like, oh, I think he's trying to get up.
Yeah, like another
Oh,
15
okay.
minutes go by, and then finally you see the rope kind of like dragging a little closer, and you see like
Dolus is gonna start helping Lotus pull it up.
you pull it up. Mara, you've been an octopus for about an hour and 20 minutes as they watched you. You get pulled up.
Drop on the deck and flop like a fish.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh wait, shit. How long? Wait,
Yeah, how
okay,
long can
2
you
hours.
wild shape
Two,
for?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Okay.
So we're good. I was just, woo!
Just start drowning in the ocean.
It's like the freaking Animorphs. I'm like, you've been an octopus too long. You're an octopus now. I'm sorry.
Ben 10.
Roll new
Deactivates like
character.
the
Mara is an
Omnimatrix. Mara's now an octopus.
Forever. But yes, so you're back.
All right, I'll wrap my like tentacles around wherever like they tied it and be like,
And I
It's
help him.
not
I'm gonna help
giving.
him take
You
it off.
can pull it off. You pull it off. No problem. Octopus is weirdly slippery.
and then I'll get on safe ground and unmorph.
So you watch the octopus kind of out into like the center of the deck, and then just Mara laying on his chest.
I'm gonna walk over and wipe my hands on Mara.
On Mara's coat.
Yeah. It's you.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
Well, I don't think you should have an issue with it. It's your juices, slime.
Mucus.
these are my clothes.
All right, and this is your
I'm
slime.
gonna smell like fish.
We already smell. We're in the ocean. Everything smells like fish.
God, you're not wrong though. We need that shower.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I don't think that we'll be allowed to use the shower. I think it's.
I don't give a
will be
shit what she
law-wise.
says.
Okay, I think she will shoot you.
God damn.
Roll a new character.
Alright. Would the three of you like to do anything else this evening? Lotus,
I
you
wanna-
have painted
Unless
a
people wanna,
lovely
like,
image of
ask me
the
anything.
Lotus
you
has
see
painted
anything?
a lovely image of the stars and the coral.
Did you see anything?
Yeah, a lot of beautiful fish out at night.
Okay.
Coral
Did you
reefs as
see
well.
anything that? Oh, what is a coral reef?
Oh, so, Chase, you know what an ecosystem is, right?
And then this all happens again.
Thank you. Thank you. I was like, please do not fucking do this to us again.
Okay. Oh, so these were the cities you all were talking about.
Yeah.
Post him the sketch, the painting that I did.
I can't
It
believe he
looks,
saw.
it looks like Rayesti, but different colors.
Oh, is this what it looked like? Points and looks at Mara.
What? So what do I see exactly?
It looks like a city. It's like a proper city with buildings,
That are different
but
colors.
different, weird, interesting colors, and little fish, poorly done fish shapes going between them.
Like the Jesus fish.
Yes, like
So-
the Jesus fish.
You ever seen like barnacles that kind of attach themselves to the ship?
Oh, what?
Barnacles.
What is a barnacle?
Fucking.
So then this happened.
At this point, we just have to start doing that now.
So Mara explains what the fuck a barnacle is
Yeah.
and leads you over the side and points at some of them on the ship.
Oh,
Hmm.
Yeah, so
okay.
think kind of like
Are those on the
That.
buildings?
kind of it's a little rocky per se. Sort of similar bumpy shapes like the barnacles, but also like more colorful
Oh.
rather than like white.
Lotus
right.
paints them in.
It's just the normal buildings, but they have barnacles on them now.
Yeah, they're just like different colored circles, almost like polka dots all over them now.
I think it looks lovely.
Beautiful. One other thing that I'll put in your brains is sometimes corals look like rocks, but in the shape of a tree.
In the shape of a tree.
Yeah, so imagine the
leaves?
branches. No leaves. No leaves at all. Just imagine
Okay.
branching out rocks in all sorts
Lotus.
of directions.
Lotus paints them in too.
There's a lot of those underneath.
I
Quite
see. And you
beautiful.
saw those just now.
Quite a few.
Okay.
Once we make it back to Twing Tanya, I'm sure I can probably give you guys rides towards actual coral reefs. Do you like guys like
as of that, kind of like points to the slime on his on his coat.
that? No. Remember the shark?
I do
Back at the
remember the
port?
shark.
Yeah.
Do I have to
if
pay
you
for
guys-
these rides?
You two can have a free one.
Oh,
What's a
I
shark?
appreciate it.
So then this
So this
happens. It's a big fish.
So then this happened.
Big fish with many teeth.
Hickory's been asleep for like 2 hours now.
Yeah, like Hickory's been asleep for like 2 hours. Twig has been asleep for like an hour. Actually, no, he has his nightly ritual so that he'd be asleep for like half an hour.
Yes, this is what we gave rides to the people on. Remember when I told you I made money on the docks?
Uh-huh.
Yes, people were riding on that.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
I
You guys will get to
think,
experience that once we're there.
I
I'd
think that
love
would be
to-
lovely.
I'd love to show you guys, my world.
Your world is the world underwater.
The world of nature, I would say, is my world.
Isn't that everywhere?
Yes. Quite. But
Oh, okay.
I get to experience it from, a different point of view. The animals themselves.
Could you turn into an Aarakocra?
Now that I've seen one, possibly. I can't do it anymore though. I'm very tired.
Understandable.
But
I appreciate the whatever you did when you touched me earlier. It really gave me the strength to carry Lotus up and down many staircases.
no problem. I can do that anytime. Just need any help, let me know.
Right. Well, I think we should all be off to bed. I think we're all very, very exhausted.
Oh, definitely. I had a good joyride though. Thanks for helping me.
Of course, anytime.
And then you guys head below deck to get your own rests. All right,
Yeah.
everyone. For the first time since Mr. Socrates and Shoes has left us, you get a long rest.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It was a long fucking day. Like
God.
four
Yeah.
sessions long.
And most of that was like 3 hours.
I was desperate for one. I had one spell slot left.
Maybe you
Did
shouldn't
you
have thrown
guys-
6 tidal waves.
All right, say that to me, healing your ass, but already dead.
He
Valid.
did burn
So
many
times.
slots.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you guys have, I want to ask you now, do you guys have anything specifically you want to do during these few days' journey to Twinktania?
Just
Anything
right
other than your
now.
normal routines of fishing, writing,
Bean
painting,
Hickory.
reading in Raiden's book?
I'd like the journal entries of the days that we're skipping, because I'm assuming that's what's happening.
Yep.
I would say sort of the same thing.
More
the
octopus?
Midnight. Yeah, more octopus.
Midnight
at night.
More octopus?
Yeah.
I'm burning the midnight ink.
Oh.
I want to accompany Mara whenever he does that. Just like making
Painting.
sure he doesn't.
Making sure he doesn't drown.
And then painting like night sky, or like if he does it a little bit earlier, like when the sun is setting.
Okay.
Bolus will come and stop by here, and then he will usually hang around the galley, but then he'll come up to make sure Mara's not drowning.
Okay, fair enough. Cool. The next few days go by pretty nominally. Lorelei seems a bit more chipper than she had been when you were going to Tiak. Eggled is eggled.
Mhm.
Harmon
Die.
is no. Harmon is just like
In
No.
a time skip.
he died in the time skip. You didn't even get to see it. It was off screen. No, Harmon just kind of does circles around the deck most of the day, whenever he's not helping with keeping the boat running.
The book running.
The book running. Raiden's next entries are, again, mostly talking about that girl. Starting to get to know her a bit better. She talks about her family.
Ugh.
You finally get her name.
What's her name?
Nobelia.
Huh?
Nobelia.
Spell that.
Nobelia.
Thank you.
Wait
you.
a second.
And so you're really starting to like enjoy the reads and getting into things. And he talks about how gorgeous her eyes are, and he really wants to go to Yubawa so he can meet her family and see her home. But she doesn't actually really want to go back to Yubawa all that bad. She's just doing this for her family. That's pretty much the next two entries, except then on the last night, he kissed her.
Oh my god! Oh, hug!
Helen.
The kiss.
Chillin'.
It's his first
Well,
kiss he
kills.
mentions in the book, even though he's in his mid-20s.
Okay,
Hey, don't discriminate.
good for him.
I wrote they quit instead of they kiss.
They
They
quit.
quit. They gave up.
The kiss. Yes, Ray.
I during these few days, I also want to read more of the books.
I am assuming you're reading all of
Um,
your books before bed and getting into them and
and-
practicing things.
Yeah, I think I'm also going to start like going up into the crow's nest, I think it was
Okay.
called,
Yes.
and just sitting there and learning how to start like meditating.
Okay. Practices meditating for a few hours every day.
Read on the water elementals, I think, for myself.
Fair enough. Twink fishes most of the time. And then finally, the last night comes where you guys next morning should be getting to Twinktania. You all lay down for your long rests and go to sleep.
And die.
And Twink, in the middle of your sleep as you're resting, all of a sudden someone's shaking you. Twink, 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 get up! It's Eggle.
Fuck you want?
We have a fucking problem.
No, what's yeah? What? What?
Follow me.
Hop down.
He's going up deck. And as you're walking, you notice that all of the lamps are out, all of the lanterns and everything. There's normally one or two that are still kept on late in the night. And Eggle comes out on the top deck, and you're following him, and he's like, "So, we made great time. We got here way earlier than we thought. Awesome. Except someone else is here." And he like gestures out, and Lorelei is at the edge with Harmon, and they're both looking out of spy glasses, except Harmon's is backwards. There is also a crate next to the wheelchair.
The
I guess-
jumbo bonnet. Give me that, Harmon. Flip it around.
And there is a kind of ship you recognize quite promptly as an Imperial galleon,
Oh, fuck.
but it doesn't look like Fagin's.
All right, Eggle, you're rolling me out.
And what?
Yeah, we're going to see who it is.
Okay. And assuming that, don't kill us.
Well, yeah, we're assuming that. I wouldn't go if I thought I would assume they would kill us.
Fine. Harmon, go wake everyone else up, just in case.
All right, everyone man the ballista.
You get into the rowboat, and Eggle's just like, fucking... Do you remember the last time we went out in this?
Yep.
Because the last time we went out in this, there were basilisk. And then the time before that, we were just going to hit a rock, and then there was a wagon.
Yeah, we were in the safest place though in this boat that time.
The boat hits the water. He starts rowing. And Harmon does his wheel glide down to the sleeping quarters for the rest of you. And all of a sudden, you're all woken up by just, "Ha! We're going to war! Woohoo!
What?
Get up! We're under attack!
What? Huh?
We're being
From
assaulted.
From who?
Oh, the big ones. The big boys. The tough and rumble ones.
All right,
Hmm?
okay.
What?
Dolus gets up with no urgency.
Same.
Twig has already gone out to give them our
Where?
declaration of war.
I don't think he has, honestly.
Either that or he's gone out for tea. It is a little early in the morning for that, though.
Where are we?
Oh, we're back at the Isle. The beautiful Emerald Isle, the eye of the ocean.
Oh, we're at Twintania.
Where? You're all getting up. You're all getting out. You're stretching. Suddenly, the privacy curtain is pulled back on the bed that Hickory went in the night before. And someone stands up in sort of similar clothes. Very different. A little taller, a little broader. You all don't really notice at first because you're very tired. But then this person goes, well, that sucked. And that is where we are going to end our session today.
Oh, I
Oh.
see.
Yeah.
Cool.
None of these make none of this
Means
anything
nothing to any of
anyone.
you.
There's so much mystery and intrigue.
Spooky.
That was fun. We're finally got back to boat shenanigans.
Yeah.
Yay.
It hasn't been
We
boat
spent
shenanigans forever.
maybe half that episode explaining shit to other people.
Yeah.
hmm
Except me.
So this happens again.
I just
Yeah.
degraded everyone that.
God, you were a
That's
dick
fuck
this episode.
He wasn't a dick to Dolus.
I wasn't a dick. I was just putting out what was supposed to be said.
You're setting a very hard line for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hickory don't know me. Hickory needs to fucking learn.
I'm very excited for where that line will proceed in the future. I'm very excited for all of this, and I can't wait to see everyone next week. So, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.